Welcome to Indiana High School basketball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Coca-Cola, Culver's Portside Marina, Nepco, Crane and Equipment Services, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Collins Insurance, Howard's Marathon of Winamac, and 5 Star. The Coca-Cola pregame show with Mitch Columbi is next.
Here's a three in the corner on the way! Yes! Yes! Big time three at a big time moment.
5 Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5 Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5 Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Top of the key for three! Splash! Big time three. Here comes Vice driving inside, stolen, picked up by Samantha Marks. Oh, man, he made it happen!
Welcome to the Coca-Cola pregame show. Now, here is the voice of KVB's WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
The new era continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight, the West Central Lady Trojans host the Knox Lady Redskins in the Trojan Trench. This is Indiana High School basketball. With us tonight as our sports analyst, Terry Minix. Hey, I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is KVB's WKVI Sports. And we welcome you to the Trojan Trench in Francisville, Indiana, 46946. We are back for more as we are set to continue the new era of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting Sports on 99.3 FM and around the world, streaming live on WKVI.com as we get ready for our 14th basketball broadcast of the season. We have seen the Knox Lady Redskins several times, but have yet to see these Lady Trojans of West Central. When we look at the Lady Trojans, head coach Tyson Mellon is in his 5th season leading the girls program. The Trojans started their 2023 season 1-4 through the first 5 games, then fell back-to-back games, the first to Michigan City, then the other to their cross-county rival, the Winamac Lady Warriors, 52-30. 32. Since that loss, they went on a big-time run, winning the next 5 games over Oregon Davis, 70-28, where they got hot, hitting 9 threes on the night. Then on the road against Argus, 61-56, at North White, 48-17, at South Newton, 59-8, and then at Frontier, 51-34. They fell to Tri-County, 46-42. Then they picked up a win this past Saturday, 59-57 over Washington Township. The Lady Tigers have fought their way back to a 500 record at 7-7 on the year. Leading the Lady Trojans in the scoring department is Annika Smith, averaging 14.2 points per game. Right behind her is Kaylee Bishop, scoring 8.6. And then rounding out the top 3 is Liza Allen, averaging 7.1 per game. Smith also leads the team in rebounds, grabbing 8.4 boards per game. Mara Sharp is the team's assist and steals leader, averaging just under 4 dimes and 3 snags per game. As a whole, the Lady Trojans are averaging 48.9 points per game, and their defense is allowing 43.7. We turn now to our sports analyst, 2-time Indiana High School basketball state champion head coach, Terry Minix. Coach, what started out rough has now turned around and is looking stronger than ever. Give us your thoughts on this West Central Lady Trojan team.
Well, I have seen them play, and I saw them hit the 9 threes against Oregon Davis. Coach Nellen's got them playing very, very well. They've got a lot of young kids, but they have a lot of older kids that have some varsity experiences, really doing a nice job. A mix between young and old. But the big thing is I think their defense. They're starting to pressure teams, which teams used to do that to them. And now, they're doing a good job of pressuring people. And obviously, they can hit the 3 ball at any point in time. And that's one thing Knox is going to have to worry about tonight. Yeah,
I had a chance to talk to Tyson Mellon a few weeks ago. Invited him on the Saturday Sports Line, and he said, Mitch, I'll be honest with you, there's not much I can really talk about right now. It was just after the loss to Winnemac. And, that was just a tough loss. He said, maybe try me in a week or 2. Next thing you know, they go on a 5-game winning streak. I said, Coach, maybe you should turn me down more often. Looking pretty good right now at 7-7, and they've turned things around. Last year they only won 6 games all year. So they have already cracked what they did last year, and they're looking even better than ever. I think Tyson Mellon is very happy with his girls right now. Where he wasn't a few weeks ago, I think they have turned the tide, and definitely I'm excited to see them in action tonight against the Knox Lady Redskins.
The thing is with once you start winning, it kind of gets contagious, and the kids start to like it too. They like that feeling. They understand, hey, we can compete with anybody on our schedule. And Coach
Mellon.
Scott Mellon. I was trying to say. I was going to say his first name first, but Coach has got them playing extremely well. And when you're hitting threes, things are a lot happier. And they do. They've got a lot of them. It's not just like a team that just has one player that knocks down threes that other teams can scout and say, hey, we got to take her away. No, they've got 2 and 3 and 4 kids that can knock the 3 ball in. So it's going to be an uphill battle for the Redskins tonight because it's an up-and-coming West Central team.
Yes.
And like I say, they're doing a great job on the defensive side, and they're also learning to win. And, a young team learning to win and hitting the 3 balls, that's great for them, bad for whoever they're playing.
Well, we look out onto the floor, 1:04 to go here in the JV game. It's 43-31. The West Central Lady Trojans have been in the lead for most of this game, just at the JV level. So we'll see what the varsity team brings out here onto the court here in just a little bit as we turn the page and look at the Lady Redskins of Knox, Indiana. Head coach James Adcock is in his first season leading the girls program. The Lady Redskins started their 2023-2024 season at home against Couts, where it went into overtime. The final in that one saw Couts squeaking by in a 46-43 win over the Lady Redskins. They then took on John Glenn for their first away game of the season and fell in regulation 37-35. They then fell to a very good Morgan Township team at home, 46-22. We were there for that one. They followed that up going against Rensselaer Central and fell hard 69-18. They got their first win against Pioneer on the road in Royal Center and beat the Lady Panthers 47-24. Then fell to North Judson St. Pierre in the historic rivalry the night before Thanksgiving, 51-44. That following Saturday, they fell to Kankakee Valley 62-38, then won against Triton on the road 59-45. They then hosted Michigan City and lost 51-48. Then took on the Lady Cats of Oregon Davis for another cross-county battle where they won 60-48. Since that time, they have split the last two games, beating Culver 55-30 and losing to Caston 40-22. The Lady Redskins come into tonight's matchup at 4-8 on the year. Leading the Lady Redskins in the scoring department is Portland Minix, averaging 8.3 points per game. Right behind her is Ryland Jordan, averaging 7.3, and rounding out the top three is Rose Webb, averaging 6.8. Webb also leads the team in rebounds, averaging just under 5 boards per game. Cadence Qualls leads the team in steals, averaging 3 snags a game, and leading the team in assists right now is Portland Minix. She is averaging 2.4 assists per game. As a team, the Lady Redskins offense is averaging 40.9 points per game, and their defense is allowing 45.8 points per game. Terry, head coach James Adcock told us on the Saturday Sports Line last weekend when he took over the head coaching job, he came up with a motto for the Lady Redskins, and it was one word, Aliyah, which translated from Hebrew to English means to rise. It seems he knew his first year was going to be filled with many learning curves and that this team will have to rise above them. What do you think he and his coaching staff have learned about this team at this moment in time during their season?
Well, it's how the kids are reacting to adversity. You know, and they've had a couple issues where obviously one of their better players in Downs is, out and been out most of the season. Then they had another young lady out, I think, during the Oregon Davis game with some other illness. And, the good part about that is, Mitch, other kids get other opportunities. So he's learning what the other kids are able to do. Now they just got to gel and say, hey, whoever we have out here, we're able to play and we're able to compete with anybody.
Well, and then coming off the Caston game, we've heard a lot of things about Caston. Of course, we haven't seen them, but from what I've been told, they are the best team in the conference right now.
And they are. I mean, and it was
the Hoosier North Athletic Conference,
right,
I should say.
Right, and they was like a 40-22. I mean, it was a very respectable game. Against a very, very good team. I think they're number 2 in the state right now.
Wow.
So that means they played very well. And so the thing is, they're starting to learn what Coach Adcock wants. And they're starting to, play within the players they have to play with.
Well, we are expecting a great evening of IHSAA girls basketball action as we appreciate you joining us on the Coca-Cola pregame show, refreshing the world, making a difference. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors as the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank. Based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Who's in? Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
Thank you to my good friend John Thompson. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been serving lives of the residents of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963. We appreciate them supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition on KVB's WKVI. We are lucky to say no injuries to report tonight, as that is your Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report. Stay tuned as we will hear from James Adcock of the Lady Redskins and Tyson Mellon of the Lady Trojans after the break in the KVB Coaches Corner. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is all about community and keeping our community spotlight shining on the accomplishments of our youth. That's why PMH is proud to be a sponsor of our local high school sports action on WKVI, our community radio station. Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brems. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392.
It's time to hear from the coaches in the KVB Coaches Corner. Here's Mitch Columbi.
I'm here with head coach of the Knox Lady Redskins, James Adcock. Coach, we come into tonight the Trojan Trench.
Yeah.
First time of the year for me, first time of the year for you. What do you know about the West Central Lady Trojans?
Well, it seems like it's the same thing every time I talk to you. They're a scrappy team. They get after you. They just don't stop. You know, if they're shooting well, great. If they're not shooting well, they have the same intensity, and that's scary a little bit because if you don't bring it, they're going to bring it to you.
Is there anything particular that you have to see on the floor from your girls tonight?
We have to play outstanding defense, but we also got to take care of the ball. We cannot throw over the top. We don't have the height to throw over the top. We got to fake up, go underneath, and if we do that, we'll be competing tonight and have a chance to win at the end.
Message to Redskin Nation who may be listening tonight.
Well, I'm going to use our own theme. Aliyah, we're going to rise up. We need our fans to come out tonight and help us rise up on that.
Coach, appreciate your time. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
I am here with head coach of the West Central Lady Trojans, Tyson Mellon. Coach, seems the last time we talked, it was a bit of a rocky road, but since that time, you and your girls have just turned on the jets. You've crawled back into this season at 500. How's the vibe right now on this team? How is the confidence level of your Lady Trojans?
Well, things are looking up. The girls are excited. We've had a good stretch here lately. After that Winamac game, I personally was a little bit, distraught or crushed a little bit, and you just wake up, you go back to practice and watch some film, and then get back after it, and then you win a game, and then you win another game, and things, just the whole vibe changes. So, the girls are excited and playing well right now.
What do you know about the Knox Lady Redskins?
Well, they're very competitive. Their record doesn't maybe look great on paper, but they're in every game. I watched their game against Judson and KV, and they're competitive. They're right there. Similar to us, I think we do a lot of the same things. They're 1-2-2 zone. They trap a little bit on the wing, so it's like we're playing. It's like a practice. We're doing the same things, looking for the same options on offense, and it's going to be who executes the best, I think.
Sure. Is there anything in particular that you have to see on the court tonight from your girls?
Well, just our defense carries us, so we look at turnovers, we look at rebounding, and we look at shooting percentage. And if we can win 2 out of those 3, usually we feel pretty good. So we can't turn the ball over like crazy. We have to force them to have more turnovers than we do. We need to control the boards. Against Tri-County, they had 16 offensive rebounds, and you lose by 4. It's like, man, if we win that stat, it's a different thing. And then shooting, that's that's a crapshoot. I mean, it's one like the Oregon Davis game, we were unconscious and couldn't miss, and then you play another like Tri-County or somebody else, and you're 2 for 18 from the 3-point line. It's just
hit or miss.
It doesn't make any sense to a coach, but so we look at those three things, and if we can win 2 out of 3, I think we'll be in good shape.
We're going to be able to see you tonight and then on Thursday. At this point in the season, what's your message to Trojan Nation who may be listening tonight?
Hey, these young ladies are fun to watch. If you haven't seen us play, come out, and we'd love the support.
Coach, as always, I appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
Hey folks, Auto Park Fort LaPorte has got some news for you. We now have the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in LaPorte County. So if you're in the market, come and check us out, because right now is the best time to trade in your current vehicle. Not interested in purchasing a vehicle? That's okay. We'll buy yours even if you don't buy ours. Not currently in the market, but your car needs serviced? Come check out our newly renovated service department and let them take care of all your service needs. And remember, we're not just an auto dealer, we're an auto park.
Time now for the keys to the game. Sponsored by the Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen.
All right, as we get set for Indiana High School girls basketball action, what are your keys to the game as a Knox Lady Redskin, Terry?
Well, the big thing is they got to find their shooters. They got to make sure they know where they're at on the floor. And the other thing, I think they have to get off to a good start.
All right, now flip sides. If you are the head coach of the West Central Lady Trojans, what are you and your coaching staff's keys tonight?
Just like Coach said, they've got to take care of the basketball, limit the amount of shots that Knox gets. Just make sure you have less turnovers than Knox has.
That's our keys to the game, sponsored by the Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen. Go ahead, sit back, pop open an ice-cold Coke and chill. The Coca-Cola pregame show continues. Our KVB starting lineups are next. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Have you ever wondered how much I could sell my vehicle for? Well, Auto Park Chevrolet GMC can help with that. We're looking to buy your vehicle. It is a quick, simple process that puts money in your pocket. Stop by the Auto Park on Oak Road for one of our sales professionals to assess your vehicle and have a cash price for you in moments. If you're looking to trade, we have stacks of inventory for you to choose from, or you can walk away with a check in hand. Don't hassle with listing on Marketplace or waiting forever to sell it privately. Let us make you an offer today. Auto Park Chevrolet GMC. Check us out at www.autoparkchevroletbuickgmc.com or call 574-936-5590 or come to see us next to Walmart in Plymouth.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration your local Armstrong dealer a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
Puts up a floater! Oh my gosh! High off the glass!
Now it's time for the KVB starting lineups.
For the Lady Redskins of Knox, Indiana. Starting at point guard, we will see Portland Minix. The 2 guard is Riley Taylor. Starting at small forward is Ella Fairchild. At the 4 is Rylan Jordan. And at the 5 is Rose Webb. For the Lady Trojans of Francisville, Indiana, starting at point guard is Mara Sharp. At the 2 is Brooklyn Mellon. Starting small forward is Liza Allen. At the 4 is Kaylee Bishop. And at the center position is Annika Smith. That is our KVB starting lineups, as we will be back to get set for tip-off. Hey, you are listening to KVB's WKVI.
In 49 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
One thing that I always hope for is a white Christmas. It just really reminds me of my childhood and being with the family. This is Mitch Columbi wishing you and your family a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The spirit of Christmas lives every day right here on K99.3 WKVI.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
Kankakee Valley Broadcasting, bringing you Indiana high school basketball on 99.3 FM, The Valley.
From the Trojan Trench in Francisville, Indiana, welcome to game number 14 of our Indiana high school basketball season between the West Central Lady Trojans and the Knox Lady Redskins. I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting as WKVI will always be there. We also want to let you know Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WYMR will always be there too. Join the boss, Tony Ross, on Max 98.3 FM every day as well for even more content involving your area. Between WYMR and WKVI, Kankakee Valley Broadcasting has you covered. Follow us on social media. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X, formerly Twitter, at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. You can listen to us on your phone. Just go to one of our social media sites I mentioned and tap the link on our page. No excuses. We are literally in the palm of your hand. Well, we are proud to let you know the PA announcer tonight in the Trojan Trench is Greg Bushman. The scoreboard operator is Randy Anlicker. In charge of the official scorebook tonight is Hillary During. Our officials for this evening are Chad Boldry, Chris Neubauer, and Scott Dixon. Breaking things down and analyzing play, we are honored to have two-time Indiana high school basketball state champion head coach as our sports analyst, Terry Minix. Coach, we look around our area schools and see only one other basketball team in our area in action tonight, and that is, of course, the North Judson St. Pierre Lady Blue Jays, 8-4 right now in the historic Tiger to take on the undefeated Tri-Township Lady Tigers at 12-0. In your opinion, what transpires in the Tiger Den tonight?
Well, it's definitely going to be a good battle. I think Judson's going to play hard. It's one of them things. It's kind of a rivalry just because of, Coach McGowan being from Judson. But I think in the end, the Tigers will probably be a little too much for them. But it ought to be a very close game. Same thing I'm looking for here, Mitch. I really think this is going to be a very competitive game either way. I think it's going to be 6-8 points either way, and,
wow.
It could be either way on this game. Just depends on how West Central, if they're hitting their shots, they're not turning the ball over, and same thing goes with the Redskins. If they can just, get the ball up the floor, and Portland's hitting some shots and, doing some good things, Webb inside, I think, it could be anybody's game tonight.
Well, I did want to mention this. We do have a score update, actually, from the Judson Tri-Township matchup at the end of the first quarter. The Tri-Township Lady Tigers lead the Lady Jays 9-5. Shout out to Aaron Rust, who is in attendance listening to us yet again. He's at the game. He's watching the Tri-Township Lady Tigers, but he's listening to us at the same time. Don't you love it?
Oh, that's a devoted guy.
Devoted.
You got to find him a T-shirt or something.
I'm working on it. Yeah. Hey, be careful. He's going to text me, hey, when's dinner?
I'm waiting on mine.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Well, we'll definitely be keeping you up to speed on that matchup. Of course, the Tri-Township Lady Tigers trying to make it 13-0, and the North Judson St. Pierre Lady Blue Jays trying to spoil that tonight. But in our game, we should have probably mentioned it during the Pulaski Memorial Hospital injury report, but we weren't sure on the information. During the JV game, we saw Nora Stone unfortunately hit the deck hard. We have since found out about it, is a left knee injury, and I am very doubtful that she will be playing in the varsity matchup tonight. That's so sad to hear.
Right.
You know, Nora Stone, she's got a lot of minutes this season when we've seen her.
Right, and I just talked to her mother, Carrie, and you know, it feels a little stiff on the inside, and you know, it's one of them things. Everybody, first thing they think is, you know, that the famous 3 initials. You know, I hate saying it, so everybody thinks that. So hopefully, God willing, that you know, it just, you know, she twisted it a little bit and she's ready to go. She's a great kid, and the Redskins are going to need her.
Yeah, they definitely are. Numbers are. We saw them out there as 6 were warming up for the varsity. They may have 2 or 3 from the JV dress for varsity, but the Knox Lady Redskins have been tested this season, Coach, and that's no doubt about it. And like head coach James Adcock said, the theme for this season has been to rise up. Who is the next person that rises up? But what are you telling your team in the locker room right now?
That's just it. You know, we got to have the next person up. I mean, you got to have that mentality, and you know, they've had to do that all year long. So I don't think it's anything new. And and Coach Adcock is going to know this. You know, God gives the toughest battles to his toughest soldiers. Right now, you know, he's testing him right now.
He's testing him. He's testing the entire team. As the Knox Lady Redskins are in all red top and bottom, we see the West Central Lady Trojans all white top and bottom with dark blue and maroon trim. I guess you'd call it maybe a dark red, not a maroon, because I know Winnemax maroon, so you don't want to say that here at West Central too loud.
Black and burgundy.
Black and burgundy. There you go. There you go. But the West Central Lady Trojans, like we talked about here in the Coca-Cola pregame show, really turned the Jets on, winning 5 straight there just after that tough loss to the Winnemac Lady Warriors. And I'd say you lose to your cross-county rival, that probably wakes you up a little bit, and I think that shows true for the Trojans.
And I'm sure it was probably told the next day at practice or the next practice they had, you know, but like you say, ever since then they've turned on the Jets and they have played unbelievable basketball. And like you say, they're enjoying winning right now, and that's a great thing for West Central, a great thing for any basketball program. So you know, if they can just keep it rolling, you know, get that feeling of winning and never wanting to lose again, that's what you want out of your players.
I totally agree, Coach. You want everything you got out of them. You want even more, even a little bit. You want everything out of them and a little bit more.
That's exactly right. You know, it's that thing that we always told the kids, you know, reach as high as you can. And they would reach, and you'd say, okay, now reach a little higher. And they could reach a little higher. Then you'd say, I know you can go a little higher. And that's the thing that you do as a coach.
Chasing.
You just keep saying, you know, they think, okay, I'm all the way up there. I can reach high. And then you say, no, you can go higher. And they go higher. So, you know, it's about pushing your kids and, you know, having fun with them. But like I say, right now the Trojans are having a blast. They're playing well. And you know, when the ball goes in the basket, everybody's having fun.
Yep, absolutely. Well, we're standing by and awaiting our national anthem here as it looks like the West Central Trojan Pep Band is here in full force under the direction of Stephen Sholey. Shout out to Steve Sholey. I hope you're enjoying your evening as you're playing you're doing a fantastic job directing the West Central Trojan Pep Band. As I turn things over to our PA announcer in the Trojan Trench, it's Greg Bushman.
High School. In the spirit of sportsmanship, we ask that all fans act responsibly and courteously to those around you. Abusive language and or disorderly conduct is unacceptable and unwelcome at IHSAA events. Let's afford the student athletes, coaches, officials, and your fellow fans the respect they deserve. Your cooperation is appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise, kindly remove your hats, and join in the singing of the national anthem that is being sung by Kayla Slater.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the
Every morning, join Rich Wallman on the WKVI Morning Show, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central. Catch local news as well for our area with Kankakee Valley Broadcasting News Director Anita Gooden, who covers news on WYMR and WKVI. Catch our stories on WKVI.com and Max983.net to stay up to speed in your local area. Hey, I'm Mitch Columby, proud to be doing the play-by-play as we are set for Indiana High School girls basketball action from Francisville, Indiana. We have another score update from Tri-Township, Coach. The Tri-Township Lady Tigers at halftime lead the North Judson-St. Pierre Lady Blue Jays 22-20. I also was notified that Aaron Rush's shirt is an XL size, and he said, I'm a steak and lobster kind of guy. So I appreciate you opening that door there, Coach. That means a lot.
Hey, it's the least I could do.
Steak and lobster. Boy. Jeez.
Oh, yeah.
That does sound pretty good right now. That sounds pretty good right now. I'll be honest with you. A little surf and turf action. I was with my parents not too long ago. Probably shouldn't say this. They're not advertisers of ours, but we went to Red Lobster. $25, all you can eat shrimp.
Oh,
it was incredible.
I
ate all I could eat.
You got your $25 worth?
Oh. They lost money on me. They lost money on me. My dad always said when they were growing up that his family would take them to Guy Welliver's out of Hagerstown, Indiana. It's a big buffet for a long time. And he said the owner would be at the front counter, and every time him and his brothers would come in with the whole family, oh, I'm going to lose money tonight.
Oh, yeah. They don't have many smorgasbord places like that anymore. Yeah?
Used to be the thing.
Yes, it did.
Well, oh well.
COVID changed everything.
Oh, man. Did it ever. Changed me.
Well, that sounds like that game over there is, 22-20 at half. That's a great game, I think we're going to have a great game here tonight as well.
I totally agree. As tonight's tip-off is brought to you in part by Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winnemac. We also appreciate them being the sponsor for the Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week Award. The tip is up away, and the West Central Lady Trojans are going to control first. This is Mara Sharp kicking it back up top to Brooklyn Mellon. She swings it over to number 13, Kaylee Bishop, then back to Mara Sharp. Inside to Bishop, dump off to Annika Smith, back out up top to Liza Allen, and then she finds Sharp driving inside, kicks out to Mellon in the corner for three. No good, overshotted and rebounded by, diving for it was Annika Smith, but no, it went out of bounds. It'll be a turnover, Knox ball.
It was actually a turnover. She just didn't get the rebound.
Oh, okay, thank you for saying that. Thank you. I thought they had possession. I didn't see.
No.
So it goes out of bounds. The Knox Lady Redskins take possession here. Portland Minix gets it to Caden Qualls. They're trying to get Caden's Qualls. They're trying to get it across half court, and they do finally. Rose Webb to the far corner. It's Rylan Jordan. Fakes the three, drives inside, pops it from 15, and no good. A rebound on Annika Smith, and here she comes, pushing it forward to Mara Sharp, all the way up forward to Liza Allen. Allen back out to Mara Sharp, who then finds Kaylee Bishop from the free throw line. No good, and we are still scoreless. A fight for the rebound. Last touch by Portland Minix. Annika Smith got in there and swatted it off Portland, I think. So this is an out-of-bounds play underneath her own basket for the Lady Trojans. Annika Smith takes it out. She gets it to Liza Allen up top to Mara Sharp inside to Annika Smith, and then a foul's called on the post move.
It's a nice move. Be on Rose Webb. That's her first, team first.
Of course, we remember Annika Smith, one of our Tyler Roth WKVI Athletes of the Week last year, comes into this season as a senior. We remember her footwork down low. She's very good as she sinks both free throws, making it 2-0 here in the early going. Portland Minix with the ball. Mara Sharp picking her up full court. She kicks it over to Cadence Qualls, back to Minix. They cross half court as they pass forward to Rylan Jordan, and now she's doubled, and Rylan's going to hit it off the leg of Liza Allen to go out of bounds.
Yeah, it's a good 1-2-2 full court press they're running. It's kind of token until they get across half court, and then they double team them.
They inbounds to Rylan Jordan, back up top to Cadence Qualls. Qualls over to Portland Minix. She's going to take a wide open three, top of the key, no good, inside. Saved by Cadence Qualls, and back out to Portland Minix for the reset. Minix driving inside, almost loses it. Now they hit the deck, and a jump ball will be called by official Chris Neubauer. It's always good to see Chris. Always appreciate our officials. It's a lot of work that they put in as an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket. Portland Minix tries to get it in.
It's a turnover.
Did she actually?
5-second call.
Oh, a 5-second call. She didn't even get rid of it. I didn't even see. So turnover by the Knox Lady Redskins. Portland couldn't get it in. As here on the other end of the floor, the West Central Lady Trojans find Brooklyn Mellon. Picking up man-to-man are the Knox Lady Redskins. Far corner, big-time three for Mara Sharp. Splash, 5-0. The Lady Trojans lead here early. Doubled now. It's Ella Fairchild right in front of the West Central Lady Trojan bench, and a quick 30-second timeout is called by head coach of the Lady Redskins, James Adcock, as tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Joe Nepp at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural crane needs.
That's a good timeout. I mean, like I said, they're in a full court 1-2-2, but then they don't really put any pressure on you until they get across half court, where they have the half court line to help them as well, and they had Fairchild kind of locked in there, and they had to call that timeout.
Yeah, things kind of could get away quick if they didn't call that timeout there, just to kind of calm them down. I agree. And, you know, it's not like they play in the Trojan trench very often. You know, last year's matchup was at Harold Weinberg, so they're just getting accustomed to the gym.
And they got to understand that, you know, to release that pressure, it's going to have to be in the middle of the floor.
Yep. As an inbounds pass almost gets stolen, it goes out of bounds. It'll stay here, Knox Lady Redskin ball. It always took the first couple of minutes to get warmed up. So we'll see if the Lady Redskins can get the ball in the hole here as Portland Minix inbounds to Rose Webb, asserting her dominance at the right block, and a foul is called.
Liza Allen?
Yep, Liza Allen.
That's her first. Team first.
Out of bounds play underneath her own basket. Portland Minix kicks it out up top to Ella Fairchild. Mara Sharp all over. Picks up her dribble, kicks it over to Portland Minix. Minix now top of the key, kicks it over to Cadence Qualls. Looking in, driving baseline, spins around, dump off the Rose Webb. Stolen back by Liza Allen. And another turnover for the Lady Redskins as here's Brooklyn Mellon fighting her way forward into Annika Smith. Spin around in the paint. Beautiful play by Annika Smith. 7-0 here in the early going. It's Portland Minix now. Mara Sharp, and looks like that's Liza Allen doubling. They finally cross half court to Rose Webb. Back to Portland. Pops the three. In and out. No good. Rebounded Rose Webb. Her putback's no good, and she is fouled by Annika Smith, who I think thought it was a block, Coach.
It was close. He's saying it was down low. So Annika Smith, that's her first, team second, but they're shooting two.
Webb's first up, away, and good. As today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by First Farmers Bank and Trust, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and helping be part of this wonderful tradition. Second free throw, no good. Keeps it 7-1 here. 5:14 to go in the first. Brooklyn Mellon back up, or Liza Allen back up top to Mara Sharp. Back to Liza. Three in the far near corner, no good. Rebounded by Brooklyn Mellon. Back up top to Mara. Nice Sharp pass. Driving in. Dump off to Annika Smith, and she liked that one.
That was a great pass.
Yeah, you better believe it. 9-1 now. Under 5 minutes to go. We'll see Lady Trojans check in here in just a moment. Almost stolen, but no. Portland Minix is going to bring it across half court. Minix dumps it off to Rylan Jordan, who then gets it to Rose Webb, puts up a left-handed shot, no good, and rebounded inside by Brooklyn Mellon. Up to Mara Sharp, pushes it forward to Annika Smith. Moving fast now are the Lady Trojans. Stolen back by Rose Webb. First turnover for the Lady Trojans. Here they come, the Lady Redskins. It's Rylan Jordan all the way, and it's stolen from behind, but no, it goes out of bounds. It'll stay here. Lady Trojan ball. Rylan Jordan tracked her down. We're going to see Madison DeMoss check in, as well as number 24, Sydney Mellon, for number 13, Kaylee Bishop, and number 2, Brooklyn Mellon. So here, out of bounds play underneath her own basket for the Knox Lady Redskins. Qualls inside to Rylan Jordan. She's doubled, and then a jump ball is called, and it is in favor of the Lady Trojans, Coach. doing a good job on that double down low. On the other end of the floor for the Trojans, it's Mara Sharp driving baseline. Dump off to Annika Smith. She's blocked by Rose Webb. Then it's taken away, and a jump ball is called.
Got a little too deep that time.
Tried to force it.
Yep. I think the Redskins, they keep doing exactly what they want to do. They're doing it on the back and forth instead of going to the middle of the floor, and it's costing them right now.
Stolen back and then stolen back. Stolen by the Trojans, then it was stolen back by the Redskins, then it was a reach-in foul called on Mara Sharp.
That's her first.
So this is going to check in Katie Scholes, the freshman for Mara Sharp. And then also Kaylee Bishop coming back in, this time for Annika Smith. Under 4 minutes to go here, 9-1, the Lady Trojans lead. The Redskins have yet to get some points on the board other than that free throw.
Yeah, see how they're going, east and west as opposed to
north and south. Fairchild on the far side of the floor. Back to Qualls. Deep nice two shot on the way. No good. And rebounded by number 14 of the Trojans, Madison DeMoss, the freshman. And here comes Katie Scholes. She gets it to Kaylee Bishop inside. This is DeMoss. Turnaround from the post. No good. Fight for the rebound, and Rylan Jordan comes up with it. She gets it to Portland Minix. Minix crossing half court, and here she comes. Minix driving baseline now to the far corner. Qualls blocked shot inside. Rebounded by Rose Webb, and her putback's no good, but she's fouled.
It's going to be on DeMoss.
So this puts Rose Webb at the line to shoot two, as today's game is brought to you in part by Howard's Marathon of Winnemac, serving Pulaski County for 44 years. Call 574-946-6894 and ask for Howard or Dean. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and being part of this wonderful tradition. Webb's first free throw of two is no good. The second now as she dribbles from 15. Rattles around to make it 9-2 now with 3:13 to go here in the opening quarter. Sharp brings it forward, kicks it back over to number 13. That's Kaylee Bishop. Back to Sharp now. Looks like the inside. It looked like the Redskins were in a zone there that time.
Yeah, they were.
And it throws the Lady Trojans off as they throw it away for their unofficial fourth turnover of the evening. And the Lady Redskins are going to bring it forward here. Back and forth, east and west, like you're talking, Coach. They need to get it across half court. She's doubled. And then a timeout by head coach James Adcock. And you can hear Terry Minix not very happy either.
Well, the whole middle of the floor is open.
It's frustrating.
Yeah. Well, believe me, I see it a lot, but I mean, I'm sure Coach has been telling them that you've got to flash to the open spot in the middle, and they're all standing, and they're making it tough on the two girls in the backside. Everybody's saying, well, they can't get it across. Well, they're just throwing it back and forth because nobody's flashing to receive the ball. The middle of the floor, that's what he's pointing at right now.
Yep, that is exactly what he was pointing at. Stand right in the circle, and we'll get the ball to you.
Exactly. I mean, they're in a 1-2-2.
The Trojans.
Yeah.
Yep. That's exactly what they're in. Mara Sharp is at the volleyball line on their side of the floor, and the other two are at half court. And then the final two are at the three-point line as they beat the half-court press, and then it's stolen by the Lady Trojans. Here they come up to Mara Sharp, puts up the right-handed layup, and she gets it to go. 11-2 here. 2:30 to go in the first quarter. It's all West Central. Fairchild passes it forward to Rylan Jordan. Stolen back by number 13, Kaylee Bishop. Dump off past to Mara Sharp, and she gets it to go. It's now 15-2 here, or 13-2. Trying to get it across half court. They do to Rylan Jordan. Spinning around. Far side of the court, extended wing. She's doubled now. The defense from the Trojans is stifling as they almost come up with the steal, but it's picked up by Cadence Qualls, who goes inside and can't make the left-handed layup. She's fouled. So 2 free throws here from Cadence Qualls.
That foul was on Madison DeMoss. That's her second.
First free throw from Qualls is good. As we are sponsored in part by McGrath Refrigeration, a family-owned business since 1967, and your local Armstrong Air dealer. Call them for all your heating and cooling needs at 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right. Second free throw goes through, making it 13-4, and then the Lady Trojans are going to throw it away on the inbounds pass. It'll stay here. Lady Redskin basketball. Unofficially, both teams I have down for 5 turnovers each.
And the Redskins haven't really pressured that much yet.
Portland Minix to take it out underneath her own basket. She slaps the ball, and here comes the play. She's going to have to get rid of it. She does, up to Ella Fairchild. Fairchild driving right. Now to Cadence Qualls at the top of the key, then kicks it over to Portland Minix. 1:48 to go here in the first. 13-4. Trojans lead inside to Rose Webb. Turnaround shot from the post. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Annika Smith. Smith pushes it forward to Katie Scholes. Scholes back out up top to Mara Sharp. Fakes, oh my goodness, inside. What a play. Couldn't get the shot to go. Was Kaylee Bishop from the dump off from Mara Sharp. And here come the Lady Redskins off the rebound. Portland Minix with the ball. Little give and go. Back to Ella. She goes left. Now she's bringing it back up top. Gets it to Portland Minix. Minix back over to Ella Fairchild. Fairchild looking in. Now finds Rylan Jordan on the near corner. Back up to Ella. Inside to Rose. And it looks like Mara Sharp's going to get in there, and a jump ball is called. It will be West Central basketball coach.
Yeah, we've had that. I think that's the 6th jump ball we've had so far in the first period.
.105 to go.
I do remind my stats are unofficial.
Yeah, we are unofficial. We're doing our best. Far side of the floor, it's Liza Allen back up top to Katie Scholes. Scholes over to Mara Sharp. 2-3 from the Lady Redskins.
Nice
Dump
pass.
off inside to Liza Allen. No good, but rebounded by Annika Smith. And they're going to, stolen by Cadence Qualls. Here she comes. Mara Sharp on her heels. Puts up the right hand layup. No good. Rebound to Mara Sharp. Now Mara pushes it forward to number 2, Brooklyn Mellon. Inside to Annika Smith. And then it goes out of bounds. Rylan Jordan got in there, and it last touch, they call it on Annika Smith. So a turnover. Lady Redskins take possession here. Full court press, that 1-2-2, just like Coach was talking about. And the Knox Lady Redskins, Mara Sharp's going to steal it. She pushes it forward to number 3. Katie Scholes puts up a shot blocked by Rose Webb, and it goes out of bounds for the last 23.3 seconds here. We have an out-of-bounds play for the West Central Lady Trojans, and Brooklyn Mellon will take it out. She slaps the ball, and here comes the play. Kicks it out up top. Liza Allen pops the 3. No good, and rebounded by Cadence Qualls here for the last 15 seconds. Qualls with the ball to the near corner. Ella Fairchild pops the 3. No good. Overshot it. Almost rebounded by Rylan Jordan. Then it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Liza Allen, so it will stay here. We do see Sydney Mellon check in for number 3, Katie Scholes.
Redskins need a basket here.
Out of bounds play underneath their own basket. Portland Minix gets it to Ella, fakes the shot, drives inside, puts up the layup, no good, but she's fouled. She'll go to the line. The clock has been stopped at 6.5 seconds here in the first.
Sydney Mellon, that's her first.
First free throw from Fairchild is no good. As we thank Farm Fertilizer for sponsoring tonight's broadcast, call them at 574-867-2441. That's Farm Fertilizer, helping to move the bar on yield and crop investment returns. Second free throw is good from Ella Fairchild, 13-5. Here's the last 6.5. Into Mara Sharp, crosses half court, over to Brooklyn Mellon. Now to the far corner, Annika Smith pops a 3, no good, and it's rebounded by Rylan Jordan as that's the end of the first quarter, 13-5, and we are going to step away and take a break for second quarter action. It's coming your way. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Shell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
Mark's Body Shop in Knox is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. If you ever need collision repair, contact Mark at 574-772-7003. Mark told me they are hiring. Get your applications ready and turned in for consideration at Mark's Body Shop in Knox. We go to the second quarter. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Terry Minix. We're so glad you joined us. 13-5, the West Central Lady Trojans lead as we are back in action. The Knox Lady Redskins are going to kick it in and start with the ball for the second quarter. Portland Minix now finds Rylan Jordan on the far side of the court. Then gets it to Ella Fairchild in the far corner. Back up top to Portland Minix and then swings it over to Cadence Qualls. Near corner to Ella Fairchild. Fairchild back up top. The Lady Trojans in that man-to-man here, it looks like, Coach.
No, they were in that 1-3-1, but they're in man now.
Qualls on the far side of the floor, drives baseline, and she gets one to rattle around. 13-7. The Lady Redskins pull within 6 here.
They needed that one.
Sharp crosses half court. Ooh, splits the defenders now to the far corner. It's number 11, Liza Allen, back up top. Brooklyn Mellon for 3! Big time 3 for Sydney Mellon. My apologies. Her sister, big time 3, 16-7 now. Almost stolen back by Mara Sharp, Coach. She's been everywhere. Then inside to Rose Webb. Dump off the Rylan Jordan. Blocked by Annika Smith. And they come up with it. Huge block there as here's Liza Allen on the far side of the floor. Drives baseline, puts up a layup. No good. Rebounded by Annika Smith. And then a travel is called. Almost wonder if she had possession there.
Yeah, I don't know. But I tell you what, the Trojans right now are just out-hustling the Redskins.
You can tell they've got the energy right now,
do.
Coach.
I mean, they're enjoying winning, and
They
look like it. They're having fun out there. Their defense looks
They're giving
incredible.
everything.
Yep.
Oh, stolen
Nice
by
steal.
Mara Sharp right there. Coast to coast, right hand layup is good. You're exactly right. And then you hear head coach Tyson Mellon yelling right away for that full court press as the Lady Redskins beat it and get it across half court. Now it's over to Riley Taylor, who just checked in just a few moments ago. She
Good
gets it to
job.
Ella Fairchild, who drives baseline and gets the and one to go. This puts Ella at the line, making it 18-9, a 9-point ball game. This could make it 8 here with this 3-point play. We're going to see Cadence Qualls check in for Rylan Jordan. We're also going to see Kaylee Bishop check in for Annika Smith, as this is a very big free throw here for Ella Fairchild. She gets it to go, making it 18-10 here, 6:20 to go in the first half. Crossing half court, it's Mara Sharp. Ooh, and they're going to throw it away for another unfortunate turnover.
Unforced turnovers. Them are the ones that really hurt you.
Lady Redskins get it in.
There you go, look opposite.
To Riley Taylor, now back to Rose Webb. They cross half court, back up top to Riley. Then over to Portland. Minix driving in to the right elbow, kicks it back out to Qualls. Fakes the pass, drives baseline. Little floater, no good. Fight for the rebound. Has Rose Webb come up with it. Back to Portland. Fakes the 3. Drives inside. Then a foul is called on number 2.
Brooklyn Mellon. That's going to be her first.
So good drive there from Portland Minix. Tough call as Brooklyn Mellon comes up with it, and Portland will go to the line to shoot 2. Her first one is good. Score update from the historic Tiger Den. At the end of the third, Coach, the Tri-Township Lady Tigers pulling away 39-29 over the North Judson Sampier Lady Blue Jays. Shout out to Aaron Russ for sending me that information, as Portland is going to sink the second as well, making it 18-12 back in our game. 5:45 to go in the first half. And then another turnover for the Lady Trojans. She traveled. It was number 2, Brooklyn Mellon, and she's going to check out, and checking in is Liza Allen. Still, with that full court pressure from the Lady Trojans, the Lady Redskins are going to beat it and get it to Riley Taylor. Pass over to Rose Webb, then hand off to Portland Minix, back over to Riley Taylor, then to the near corner, it's Cadence Qualls, back to Taylor, then swings it over to Portland Minix. Minix looking inside, she brings it back out to the volleyball line here. Almost stolen, spinning around, it's Cadence Qualls out of it, entry pass into Rose Webb, and then a reach-in foul called on number 11, Liza Allen of the West Central Lady Trojans. It'll be an out-of-bounds play underneath her own basket for the Lady Redskins here.
You know, the good thing for the Redskins right now is that's the 3rd foul in this quarter with over 5 minutes to play. They need to keep attacking. They're going to be able to score, get to the line, be able to score with the clock stopped.
Minix kicks it out to Riley Taylor, then up top to Ella Fairchild. Oh, no, she threw it away. Stolen by the Lady Trojans, and here they come. And then a push is called here on number 7.
Nope, number 25.
Number 25, thank you.
Eliza Fairchild.
I read that backwards.
I didn't know where you got 7.
Well, the 2 and the 5.
You added them? Well, at least you can add this year.
Yeah, right. Driving inside are the Lady Trojans, no good, and rebounded by Portland Minix, and she brings it forward across half court to Riley Taylor. Back to Portland, up top at the volleyball line. 4:50 to go here in the first half. Gets it to Riley. Taylor looking inside to Rose Webb. She entry pass is good. Rose dribbles, cross the paint, over to Cadence Qualls, back up top. Rylan Jordan pops the 3, no good, and a fight for the rebound. It goes out of bounds, last touched by the Lady Redskins.
I would have liked to see him get something inside again. Like I say, they get an advantage with them 3 fouls. You want to start pounding the ball inside or attacking the inside.
Sharp brings it across half court. Lady Redskins in what looks like a
nice box out.
Great
nice
box out. Long shot in the far corner, and then a push in the back.
Sydney Millen, that's going to be her 2nd. It's a 4th. It was a good box out by Jordan right there. That's the stuff you teach them, right? Just like she did it.
4:20 to go in the first half. Riley Taylor gets it up to Rylan Jordan across half court, then to Portland Minix, then hand off to Rose Webb. Back out up top, Riley Taylor pops the 3. Yes, sir. You better book it. Riley Taylor brings the Lady Redskins within 3 here. It's 18-15 now with 4 to go. Mara Sharp jump step over a defender. Oh, my goodness. And then undershot it, I should say.
Air ball.
And then, well, you said I say it, then I undershot it.
Undershot it. That's like 2 plus 7. 2 plus 5 is 7.
It goes out of bounds. It'll be Knox Lady Redskin ball as Qualls is going to pick up the travel there. The ball hit her thigh, and she kept moving. Unforced turnover there. Within 3. After everything that's happened, Coach, the Lady Redskins have pulled within 3.
They battled themselves back and taking care of the basketball a little bit better this quarter. There a nice
Stolen
steal.
back.
The Qualls.
So here comes the Lady Redskins off the turnover. They get it into Rylan Jordan, and then last touch by a Lady Trojan.
That was good. I mean, got the ball to the elbow, and she looked opposite. Just a little bit more air under the ball. She had her.
Out of bounds play underneath her own basket. Portland Minix to take it out. She kicks it up top to Riley Taylor, driving inside. Almost lost it, then a reach is called on Mara Sharp. She can't believe it, Coach.
It's going to be her 2nd, and they're going to be shooting them free throws.
My nose is running, Coach. I think I'm picking up a cold. First free throw is good from Riley Taylor as Zingo Express of Knox is a proud sponsor of tonight's action. Stop by Zingo Express in Knox and fuel up both you and your vehicle the Zingo Express way. Second free throw is good from Riley Taylor. The Lady Trojans get it into Mara Sharp, who crosses half court. Stolen back by the Lady Redskins. My goodness, they are having a quarter here. Pushing it forward to Cadence Qualls for the right-handed layup. and she gets it to go. The Lady Redskins are going to take a 1-point lead. My goodness, what a change of events here. 19-18 now. The Lady Redskins take the lead, and driving baseline is Liza Allen, and Rose Webb's going to pick up a blocking foul here.
Going to be her second. Like I say, I think, the Redskins with 3 minutes, they're going to be shooting free throws, and right now 10 of their 19 points have been from the free throw line. So they need to keep attacking, whether it's go to the block or attack the block.
So here's an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket. Mellon gets it out up top to Macy Allen, who just checked in. Over to Mara Sharp. Ella Fairchild on Sharp. To the far corner, driving baseline. It's number 3, Katie Scholes. No good. A rebound inside by number 13, Kaylee Bishop. Her putback's no good, and rebounded by the Lady Redskins. Here comes Cadence Qualls to the near corner. Ella Fairchild driving baseline, dump off the Ryland Jordan, no good. And then rebounded by Kaylee Bishop, up to Mara Sharp. She gets it back to Kaylee Bishop, who then's driving inside from the paint, puts up a floater, no good. Rebounded by Ryland Jordan, and handoff to Portland Minix. Minix up to Cadence Qualls. Here comes Qualls from the left elbow. No good. Rebounded by Riley Taylor, and her putback's good. Riley Taylor came in off the bench, coach, and is providing a spark.
For sure, that's her 7th point.
21-8 as the Lady Redskins lead. Lady Redskins wanted an over and back call, but they're saying last touch by the Redskins. Big time 3 by Brooklyn Mellon. She gets it to go. It's tied up 21-all here. 1:50 to go in the first half. We got a ball game. It's Portland Minix getting it over to Riley Taylor. She's got Katie Scholes on her. Back up top to Ryland Jordan. Jordan's cross-court pass over to Portland Minix. Minix looking inside, nothing there, driving inside. Puts up a shot, and she's fouled by Macy Allen. She's going to go to the line here, Coach.
Well, that was a good job of attacking the basket. Like you say, you're going to go to the free throw line.
First free throw from Portland Minix is up away, and it is good. As tonight's game is brought to you in part by Todd and Josh Lawrence of Lawrence Farms. We thank Todd and Josh Lawrence for supporting local high school sports. College Insurance is part of the broadcast, taking care of all your insurance needs. Jim Collins told me to tell you, call him anytime at 574-772-6844. That's Collins Insurance, supporting local high school sports. Second free throw is good from Portland Minix, 23-21. The Lady Redskins lead, and here's Mara Sharp kicking it over to Katie Scholes. Then inside to Annika Smith. Turnaround shot for the post is no good, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2 now. Ryland Jordan called on the foul.
That's going to be her first.
So with Annika Smith at the line, the first free throw is up away and no good. Second free throw is good, though, from Annika Smith, making it a 1-point ball game, 23-21. The Knox Lady Redskins have fought their way back into this game, and now they lead by 1. As they kick it over to Riley Taylor on the far side of the court, looking into Ryland Jordan. Nothing there. Riley Taylor still holds it for 5 seconds and too long, and head coach James Adcock says you got to get rid of it.
Well, that or she could have dribbled and started new.
That too. I think she was stalled up. She wasn't thinking quite clearly there. It's unfortunate. Another turnover for the Lady Redskins here.
The horn went off.
Near corner, big time 3 from Brooklyn Mellon. She's got another one. 25-23. West Central takes back the lead. My goodness. As here's Portland Minix. Picks up her dribble. She gets rid of it to Ella Fairchild. Fairchild with Katie Scholes all over. Gets it over to Riley Taylor, then to Ryland Jordan. Ryland driving in, puts up the right-handed layup. No good, and rebounded by Annika Smith. And Smith pushes it forward to Mara Sharp, crossing half court. Here comes Mara. Back, give and go. Nice. Annika Smith for the right hand. The layup, no good. But she's fouled. That stops the clock at 21 seconds, and she will go to the line to shoot for 2.
It's on Rylan Jordan. That's her second.
So the first free throw from Annika Smith is good, as Zingo Express of Knox is a proud sponsor of tonight's action. Stop by Zingo Express in Knox and fuel up both you and your vehicle the Zingo Express way. Annika Smith to shoot the second here. And it is good, making it now a 4-point ball game. Just like that, things change very fast. Last 20 seconds of the first half. It's Cadence Qualls over to Riley Taylor. Thought about a three, but no. Now she's dribbling. Baseline, Annika Smith was on her, and it's last touched by Riley Taylor. Annika Smith got in there and caused some problems. Last 12.2 seconds here. Trojans with the ball up by 4, 27-23. Sharp splits the defenders. Dump off to Annika Smith. Puts up the shot, no good. She gets her own rebound. Put back, no good. Rebound to Mara Sharp, and the putback is good. 29-23, and that will be the end of the first half. Basketball is a game of runs, and we saw runs from both teams here in the first half. We're going to take a break and come back for the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show. For sports analyst Terry Minix, I'm Mitch Columby. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we know while harvest may be wrapping up, the work is not done. Taking care of livestock, maintaining equipment, planning for the next season, and managing financials keeps farmers and farm families busy throughout the holidays. Laying the groundwork for a successful 2024 means next year's labors will reap higher rewards. I'm Isaac Blue, Ag Banker at First Farmers Bank and Trust. When you're ready to make a plan for next year's financial success, come into our branch in North Judson, Knox, or Culver, or visit ffbt.com to learn more. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columby on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Welcome to the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Here's Mitch Columby.
29-23 is the score as the West Central Trojans lead the Knox Lady Redskins. I'm Mitch Columby. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting as WKVI will always be there. I am accompanied by our sports analyst, Terry Minix. Coach, I don't think I knew, maybe you did, I didn't know what we were in store for tonight. This is a great game.
I said it was going to be a battle either way, and I think, we said it's going to be 6 or 8 points either way when this game ends. But, you said it right before we went to that break. It's a game of runs, and that's what happened. In that second period, the Redskins did a better job, first of all, taking care of the basketball. They were getting somebody to the middle. They were getting up there. But the other part, they were attacking the basket and attacking the Trojans. And, they were 12 for 15 from the line in that first half, which is really good. Which is real good. And then the Trojans were 5 of 6. So we've seen some really good free throw shooting here this evening. But and then on the plus side for the Trojans, you had Brooke and Mellon come in there and knock down 2 threes when Redskins were having when they had their run. So she was able to kind of quiet them down, and then got the Trojans off to their next little run, and now they got a 6-point lead going into halftime.
You got to feel good if you're Brooklyn Mellon and those shots fall, and that's something that head coach Tyson Mellon said in the pregame show in the KVB Coaches Corner. He said, if the shots are falling, it's going to be a great game. But then he said if it's like that one game, I forget what game he said, where they turned around after the OD game and couldn't get anything to go. He said it's going to be a long night. So if shots are falling like that, it's going to be a good night for them, and hopefully they can keep it up in the second half. Now, flip things for the Knox Lady Redskins.
They just got to do what they were doing in that second period. And the big thing was they were able to not basically turn the ball over as many times. I mean, because in that first quarter they were standing, and you were just having Minix and Fairchild try to pass the ball back and forth, and it wasn't working because everybody else was standing, nobody was flashing. And then we saw Coach call the timeout, and they went to that flash into the middle. They went to the 1-4 press break. So they did a much better job. Plus, the other part is, Trojans were a little hyped up in the beginning and was able to turn the Redskins over, and the Redskins just kind of settled down and started attacking, like I say, and then they shot 12 of 15 from the free throw line, which is amazing.
Huge.
Yeah, which is big for them. But, I think we're going to have some of the same in this second half. It's going to be all about runs. I mean, the Trojans have had 4 threes. They've hit 4 threes in the game, against the Bobcats. I know they hit 9, and I could see them still get 8 or 9 in this game just because they shoot the ball. They move the ball extremely well. I mean, they do a good job of attacking the 3-second lane and then finding the shooter on the outside, and it's worked for them, obviously, 4 good times anyway.
Well, if it's any indication what the first half was, I'm pretty sure the second half is going to be very, very exciting, as this is the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show. Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning is helping continue this wonderful tradition on KVB's WKVI. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give third-generation owner Brian Hammond a call at 574-936-4660, serving the local area since 1936. 29-23, as we will continue the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show after this timeout.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
The key to high-yielding crops is accurate and dependable soil testing. This is Andy Awald of Farm Fertilizers and Seeds. Having the right information to make the most profitable fertility decisions is what Image Services from Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is all about. We combine cutting-edge technology and computerized record-keeping with a common-sense approach to soil sampling and fertilizer recommendations. Whether it be by management zone for field-level applications or grid-based for variable rate applications, count on Image Services by Farm Fertilizers and Seeds for your soil service needs this fall.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere. Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox. Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989. Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
Web Printing at JT Shirt Shack in Winamac is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. Web Printing at JT Shirt Shack provides all your printing, screen printing, apparel, and embroidery needs. Call 574-946-3551 and ask for Tina if you want to look cool like the KVB crew. We appreciate them and their support toward helping continue the tradition. Second half action coming your way, 29-23. The West Central Trojans lead the Knox Lady Redskins. This is the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
One thing that I always hope for is a white Christmas. It just really reminds me of my childhood and being with the family. This is Mitch Columby wishing you and your family a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The spirit of Christmas lives every day right here on K99.3 WKVI.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
Continuing the tradition here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI, I'm Mitch Columby along with sports analyst Terry Minix. We're standing by for second half basketball action is coming your way. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Joe Nepp at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural crane needs. We go to the third quarter. Let's catch up with Coach here. What are you telling your Knox Lady Redskins right now to start the third quarter?
Well, it's the same thing, obviously, the way they played that second quarter. They got to have a little bit of patience, but a little bit of urgency. You know, they did a better job of breaking their press, because I really think you're going to see the Trojans come out that same type of intensity this third quarter and come out with that 1-2-2 full court trap, but they're going to trap as soon as they get to half court. So we'll see how the Redskins react to that.
Score update from the historic Tiger Den. The Tri-Township Lady Tigers stay undefeated at 13-0 now as they beat the North Judson St. Pierre Lady Blue Jays 45-35. Big-time win for head coach Chris McGowan and the Lady Tigers. Shout out to Aaron Russ for sharing with me that information. I hope you enjoyed the game, Aaron. We'll take you the rest of the way here from Francisville as we're back in action. The Lady Trojans have possession. The Lady Redskins are in a zone defense. Here is what we see as it's Mara Sharp taking her time, pulls it out to the volleyball line, kicks it over to Liza Allen. Allen inside to number 13,
Nice
Kaylee
drop
Bishop.
off.
Dump off to Annika Smith. No good. Now the fight for the rebound. Annika somehow comes back up with it. Her putback's no good. She wanted a foul and nothing called. And rebounded by Rose Webb, who gets it to Portland Minix, and they cross half court. Far side of the floor, it's Ella Fairchild back up top to Portland. Inside to Rose Webb. Webb back. Nope, she keeps it. Spinning around, picks up her dribble, back over to Ella Fairchild. Deep three on the way, extended wing, no good, and rebounded by number 23 of the Lady Trojans, Annika Smith. Mara Sharp on the other end of the floor, entry pass to Kaylee Bishop. No good, but she's fouled and will go to the line.
That's on Rose Webb. That's her third. It's the first time Kaylee's been to the line tonight.
First free throw is no good from Bishop. Second free throw from Bishop is good.
Entering the game, number 23 is Wolf.
30-23 here, right in the third. Lady Redskins get it into Portland Minix. Minix over to Qualls, back over to Minix. Minix now bringing it forward up to Ella Fairchild. Back over to Minix. Near corner. Drives baseline, puts up a shot, no good. And finally the putback is good. 30-25 now, within 5 are the Knox Lady Redskins. Here comes Mara Sharp over to Liza Allen into Kaylee Bishop, who then dumps off to Annika Smith, and she gets the 2 points to go.
Okay, they share the ball really well.
You can tell the growth from last year, Coach.
For sure.
Triple teamed in the near corner is Ella Fairchild back up top. Big time three for Portland Minix. Splash. Big time three. 32-28. 6:20 to go in the third. Mara Sharp brings it across half court, picks up her dribble, kicks it over to number 2. That's Brooklyn Mellon. Mellon now over to Mara Sharp in the far corner. Entry pass to Annika Smith. Turnaround shot for the post, no good. And Ryla Jordan's going to come up with the rebound. She gets it back to Portland Minix, and here come the Lady Redskins.
Ryland's done a nice job on the boards. That's her 6th rebound tonight.
Fairchild back to Qualls. Qualls into Ryland Jordan back to Qualls, top of the key, swings it over. This is Ella Fairchild. Fairchild with the ball, looking in, nothing there. Back up top to Portland. Portland at the volleyball line. They're going to reset here. Entry to Ryland Jordan. At the left elbow, spins around, drives in, and she pops a shot. A nice little floater. She gets it to go. The Lady Redskins have pulled within 2 here, 32-30. On the other end of the floor, Sharp gets it into Kaylee Bishop, who then finds number 3, Katie Scholes, back out top to Bishop, who then cross-court pass to Mara Sharp, who pops the 3. No good. Rebounded by, looked good from here, Kaylee Bishop, and the Lady Trojans are going to reset here. Over to number 2, Brooklyn Mellon. Now the far corner, Mara Sharp. Entry pass, Annika Smith. Back out, Liza Allen. Over to Brooklyn Mellon. Almost lost it, saves it back to Mara Sharp. Sharp looking inside, nothing there. Inside now to Kaylee Bishop, who pops it from 14. She's fouled, and she will go to the line.
Going to be on Wolf. That's her first.
So with Kaylee Bishop at the line here, it stops the clock at 4:54. The Trojans lead now by 3 off the made first free throw. 33-30 is the score. Annika Smith will check out, and checking in is number 14 for the Lady Trojans, Madison DeMoss, the freshman. Pretty tall for a freshman, Coach.
Yeah.
Listed her as 6 foot even. As the second free throw rattles around, making it 34-30 now for the Lady Trojans over the Lady Redskins.
Okay, we've seen both teams shoot free throws well tonight. Mom would be happy.
Mom would be very happy. I'm coming home Saturday. She better be happy. Ella Fairchild now on the other side of the floor at the volleyball line. Picks up her dribble. Now to the left elbow, Ryland Jordan. Spinning around. Finds Portland Minix. Fakes a 3. Driving inside. Trying to find leverage. Back out to Ryland Jordan. Jordan back out to Portland. 4:20 to go here in the third. Down by 4 are the Lady Redskins. Qualls back up top to Portland. She's going to pull it back and reset. On the near side of the court, it's Cadence Qualls, stolen by Mara Sharp. Big time steal there, and she gets it back to Kaylee Bishop. Bishop to bring it across that. No, back to Mara Sharp, and then she's called for a travel. She was about to throw it back to Kaylee Bishop, and notice Bishop wasn't looking.
Yep.
So it was an unfortunate turnover. Mara didn't want to make that happen, but it is unfortunate, and she will check out, and checking in is Katie Scholes. Now on the Knox Lady Redskins side of the floor, big-time steal by Madison DeMoss, and then a whistle is called.
I was going to be on Qualls. That's her first.
.34-30. Lady Trojans lead. They have possession. They get it into Annika Smith, who just checked back in. Dump off to DeMoss, then back out to Allen. Allen over to Mellon, and then a foul is called on Ella Fairchild as Liza Allen gets rid of it. She couldn't believe it, Coach.
It's going to be her second. It really wasn't much of a, it was just a little bump that made her fall off balance.
Entry pass to the near corner. It's Annika Smith who fakes the 3, drives inside, pops it from 13, no good. Rebounded by DeMoss on the inside, put back no good. Her rebound, and then put back no good again. Rebound to Portland Minix, and here comes Minix pushing it forward to Ella Fairchild, crossing half court. Coming up on 3 minutes to go here in the third, 34-30. The Lady Trojans lead the Lady Redskins. Inside, driving, it's Portland Minix, no good, and rebounded by DeMoss. Her presence is being felt quite a bit here in the third. It's Mellon, entry pass
nice
to Annika Smith. What a play, and she gets the right-hand layup to go. 36-30, 6-point ball game here. Lady Trojans have weathered the storm from the Lady Redskins. They really brought it to them in the second quarter. As now here in the third, the Lady Trojans are putting their foot down, saying, we're going to stay here and we're going to stay in the lead, Coach.
Yeah, they hit shots, and I mean they're doing everything they were doing in that first quarter right now.
Mara Sharp just checks back in for Kaylee Bishop. And now Rylan Jordan has the ball at the left elbow for the Lady Redskins. Spin around, fake pass. Shoots it from 15, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Trojans, and here comes Mara Sharp crossing half court, crosses over, and then a blocking foul is called on Ella Fairchild. Her second within the last minute.
That's going to be her third.
And that is the 5th foul for the Lady Redskins, so 2 free throws here for the Trojans already. First free throw is up, away, and good. Second free throw from Mara Sharp. 2:28 to go here in the first half. Couldn't get the second to go. Keeps it 37-30. They get it to Portland Minix. Now she's doubled. In some trouble. She gets it to Cadence Qualls, who crosses half court. Qualls brings it back out and hands off to Portland. Minix at the volleyball line. Over to Cadence Qualls. Qualls with the ball. Inside, Annika Smith, stolen. Nice job by the Lady Trojans, and they push it forward. Eliza Allen, who gets the right-handed layup, and then a fast timeout by head coach Tyson Mellon. He wants to talk it over for a 30-second here, Coach.
Yeah, we talked about the runs, and that's what they're doing right now. They're doing a nice job. They picked up their defense again. They've done a really good job. Same thing they were doing in that first quarter.
Yeah, they look pretty good here to start the third.
I like, the best part is how well they share the ball. I mean, there isn't, like I said earlier in the game, they don't have one person you can chase around for threes and stuff. They just share the ball so well, and any of them can hurt you at any point in time.
I definitely think, compared to the team that I saw last year, this team has grown up tremendously.
Oh, for sure.
If you were to look at film, or if you were to watch a game from last year next to the next day to this year, it's a night and day difference.
Oh, for sure.
Full court pressure from the Lady Trojans. They want to end this game here in the third. They don't want to let the Lady Redskins have that run Coach was talking about. As the Lady Redskins push it forward to Portland Minix. Now they're doubled. The ball's loose. On the floor are Lady Trojans and Lady Redskins, and head coach James Adcock calls a timeout as soon as he could. My goodness, he's got quick feet,
Coach. He can
Coach.
still move.
He's got some moves, Coach. My goodness. So quick timeout for the Lady Redskins, a full timeout, as we remind you to stop by Papa Farm Pizza after the game for fresh ingredients that separates their pizza from any others. That's Papa Farm Pizza, downtown Knox. Call them at 574-772-5888 to place your order now. 154 to go in the third. Are you comfortable up by 9?
Not at all. Not at all. I mean, we saw that in that second quarter where they were able to come back after being down 10, 11 points. And, they've got some kids that can shoot the ball. The main thing that they've struggled with is just taking care of the basketball. When the Trojans have started really clamping down on them, they've struggled a little bit, and they did. They went to a complete full court where they trapped up all the way in the front court as opposed to where they were waiting for them to get across half court before. So it kind of changed what the Redskins' are thinking was. So they just got to learn to take care of the basketball and work the ball. They get plenty of time.
So out of the timeout, the Lady Redskins will get it into Ella Fairchild. Back to Portland Minix, inside to Rose Webb from the post. She puts up a shot blocked by DeMoss. Huge block by her, and here come the Lady Trojans. Oh, stolen back by the Knox Lady Redskins. And then diving is Mara Sharp. She almost got in there and stole it back.
I say they're just hustling all over the floor.
They are.
Any 50-50 ball, they're getting to it.
Minix now with the ball. Takes the pick, pops the three. Yes, sir, big time three. As they pull back within 6. Huge three from Portland Minix. And Mara Sharp needs to get it in to Liza Allen. You heard head coach Tyson Mellon yelling for a timeout. They didn't hear it, and then throwing it away are the Lady Trojans. He wanted the timeout, Coach.
Yeah, he was trying. You got to kind of yell towards one of them three out there. He was yelling at the girls, I think, as opposed to the officials.
So the Lady Redskins get it into Ella Fairchild here, top of the key. Fairchild gets it to Cadence Qualls, spinning around, picks up her dribble, dump off the Rylan Jordan. They're going to throw it away. Picked up by Mara Sharp. Here she comes, one-on-one, crosses over, puts up the right-handed layup, and she gets it to go. 41-33. 1 minute to go in the third. The Lady Trojans lead. It's Ella Fairchild in some trouble. She finds Portland Minix. Minix gets it forward to Cadence Qualls. Almost stolen back by the Trojans. And then back to Portland, then forward to Qualls, then over to Rose Webb, puts up the shot, no good, and rebounded by Madison DeMoss. And then it's stolen almost back by Qualls and saved by DeMoss. And then a foul's called on the floor. We'll await the official call here.
It's on Wolf.
And they are. They're going to give it. They're going to give the timeout to head coach Tyson Mellon here, Coach. They're going to give it to him.
I'm not sure if he wanted it now.
Yeah, after the fact.
He got that foul. I don't know if they ended up with a foul there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they called the foul or not.
I don't think they did because
they did not. So they are saying the timeout was called before the foul happened. As we just heard from our official scorebook keeper this evening, we appreciate her for letting us know. Hillary During, in charge of the official scorebook tonight. She just turned around and told us, so we appreciate her there. 41-33, last 40 seconds here in the third. It's Mara Sharp behind her back, brings it across half court, gets it to Liza Allen. Allen with the ball now. Lady Redskins in a zone defense here. To the near corner, it's Mara Sharp, double team. She's got to get rid of it. Entry pass, and a foul is called.
Going to be on the Webb.
Yep, Rose Webb on the foul.
That is going to be her fourth. I tell you, this freshman's come in here and gave him some really good minutes. Madison DeMoss.
First free throw from DeMoss is no good. As we announced a few moments ago, the Tri-Township Lady Tigers coming away with a huge win over the North Judson St. Pierre Blue Jays in the historic Tiger Den, 45-35. Sit tight for the Collins Insurance postgame show. We're going to have a word with head coach Chris McGowan. I'm going to get him on the line, and we'll have a chance to talk with the 13-0 head coach in the Collins Insurance postgame show. Off the free throw, second was miss for the Lady Trojans, and here come the Lady Redskins on the other end of the floor. It's Cadence Qualls kicking it over to Portland Minix, driving inside, back out to Ryland Jordan. It's going to go through her hands, and it will be over and back. Another turnover for the Lady Redskins.
Another unforced one.
So it'll stay Lady Trojan basketball as they'll get it in on the sideline out of bounds play. Liza Allen to get it in. She does to Annika Smith. Pops a deep two, and that will be the end of the third quarter. It's no good, but it stays 41-33. The Lady Trojans of West Central and Francisville, Indiana lead the Knox Lady Redskins. We're going to take a break and come back for fourth quarter action. It's coming your way. You're listening to KVB's WKVI.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we know while harvest may be wrapping up, the work is not done. Taking care of livestock, maintaining equipment, planning for the next season, and managing financials keeps farmers and farm families busy throughout the holidays. Laying the groundwork for a successful 2024 means next year's laborers will reap higher rewards. I'm Isaac Blue, Ag Banker at First Farmers Bank and Trust. When you're ready to make a plan for next year's financial success, come into our branch in North Judson, Knox, or Culver, or visit ffbt.com to learn more. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration your local Armstrong dealer a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
Back in the Trojan trench, Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Terry Minix. We go to the fourth quarter. 41-33, the West Central Trojans lead the Knox Lady Redskins as we are back in action. The Redskins have the ball. It's up top. It's Ryland Jordan getting it over to Riley Taylor. Almost stolen by Mara Sharp, and a reach-in foul is called right away, Coach.
It's going to be her third. They can't afford to lose her. She kind of is engine. He gets this train rolling.
The growth that she's had in the year since I saw her last is tremendous as well. Driving inside is Riley Taylor. No good. Rebounded by the Lady Redskins. They're going to get a second chance opportunity here. Blocked by Annika Smith as Riley Taylor tried to get an easy left-handed layup, and Annika Smith says no. Here she comes, pushing it forward. It's number 2 with the ball. That is Brooklyn Mellon on the floor. Almost loses it. Saved to Liza Allen, inside to Kaylee Bishop, and then a reach-in foul, or holding foul, is called on the inside here.
It's going to be on Qualls. That's going to be her second. Kind of got a little ugly there for a little bit.
Out of bounds play underneath her own basket. Annika Smith to take it out. Up top to Mara Sharp. Sharp inside to Annika. Nice play. No good off the glass. And it goes out of bounds. It'll stay here for another chance.
They've ran that same play probably 6 times. The out of bounds just comes off a curl after they throw the pass to the elbow.
Entry pass to Annika Smith, and she gets the layup to go. 43-33, 10-point ball game for the Trojans. Pushing it forward is Riley Taylor, and she throws it away as she tried to find Rylan Jordan. Another unforced turnover there, Coach.
Them are the ones that kill you. You know, they can't afford to have that when you're down 10 right now. You got to, one basket at a time and get stops.
Getting it in are the West Central Lady Trojans. Under 7 to go here in the fourth. Kaylee Bishop pops a 15-footer from the right elbow. No good. Rebounded Cadence Qualls, and here come the Lady Redskins. Up to Riley Taylor. Taylor driving baseline, puts up a layup. Wow!
Nice shot.
High arcing floater goes through for Riley Taylor, and
Great
on the other
pass.
end of the floor, a dump-off pass to Liza Allen is no good, and rebounded by Kaylee Bishop. And a foul is called on the inside for her. Put back is no good, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2 here.
They're going to call that on Riley Taylor, and that is her first. Bishop's going to the line. She's 3 of 4 tonight.
First free throw from Bishop is up away, and it is no good, as we thank the Stark County Co-op, your local agricultural cooperative that offers an array of service and support, including grain agronomy, seed fuel, and LP petroleum. Call 574-867-2411 to contact the Stark County Co-op. Second free throw from Bishop is good, making it 44-35. Some pressure here from the Trojans. Qualls gets it across half court, then finds Portland Minix driving in. Dump off, far corner, Ella Fairchild driving in, back out to Qualls. Deep 2 on the way. No good, and rebounded by Annika Smith, and then a foul's called on Qualls out of frustration. It's getting away from the Lady Redskins here, Coach.
Yeah, Qualls, that's going to be her third. You know, they still got to understand it's 9-point game, and you've got almost a whole quarter here. It's 1 basket at a time, get 1 stop at a time.
Stolen back by Ella Fairchild. They tried to push it forward. Fairchild coast to coast, puts up the right-handed layup, and she gets it to go. She checked in just a moment ago, as now pushing it forward on the other end of the floor. It's, oh
travel.
My goodness, a travel is called on Annika Smith, and she can't believe it. She's saying she took 2, Coach.
The 3 officials have done a pretty good job tonight.
I will agree. Very even. Jordan now with the ball. Entry pass into Ella Fairchild. Spin around from the post. It's blocked by Annika Smith. She says, I got it back for us. Now moving it forward. It's Mara Sharp crossing over. It's lost. Now girls are on the floor. Annika Smith, Mara Sharp, Rylan Jordan.
Going to stay with the Trojans.
And Presley Messer all hit the deck, who just checked in a few moments ago. It'll stay here, Lady Trojan basketball, and Annika Smith to take it out here. She slaps the ball, and here comes the play. Smith up top to Mara Sharp. Sharp now picks up her dribble into Annika Smith. Back out. This is number 24. Sydney Mellon over to Mara Sharp, who drives in and gets the right-handed layup to go. 46-37. Lady Trojans in the lead. Back out up top, Presley Messer for the Lady Redskins. Cross-court pass to Portland Minix. Fakes the 3, driving baseline. All the way through the baseline. Cross-court pass to Rylan Jordan. Pops the 3 in the near corner. No good. And a fight for the rebound has the Lady Trojans touch it last. as we're going to see Annika Smith and Sydney Mellon take a seat for the Lady Trojans. We're going to see Madison DeMoss check in, as well as number 3, Katie Scholes. And then the inbounds pass from the Lady Redskins is knocked out of bounds by the Lady Trojans, but then it was last touched by a Redskin. So another turnover for them, and now they get it into Mara Sharp for the Trojans. Entry pass to DeMoss. Turnaround shot from the post is good. She's too tall, Coach.
She's really given some really good minutes on both sides of the ball.
Lady Redskins cross half court, under 5 minutes to go. They are trailing 48-37 right now to the West Central Lady Trojans, and then they throw it away again. Then they steal it back. It's Riley Taylor getting in there, drives inside, and a foul is called. She's going to go to the line here.
Brooklyn Mellon. That's her second.
So this puts Riley Taylor at the line. Her first one's up, away, and it is good. As today's broadcast is finally brought to you in part by 5 Star. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and remind you to shop local. That's 5 Star in the Knox Mall. Second free throw from Taylor is no good, and rebounded by the Lady Trojans on the inside. Fighting for it with Brooklyn Mellon was Presley Messer. A jump ball is called, and that means the Lady Redskins are going to get a possession out of this here, Coach. Entry pass to Rylan Jordan, blocked by DeMoss. Too tall as they get it forward for the Lady Trojans. It's Brooklyn Mellon back up. Kaylee Bishop from the free throw line. No good, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Trojans. Unfortunate there.
Yeah, they may want to think just, if you can get it inside, take that shot, but they probably don't need them 14 to 17 footers right now.
You're exactly right. Minix deep three on the way, no good, and rebounded by Mara Sharp. Sharp pushes it forward to Kaylee Bishop. Here comes Bishop inside, puts up the layup, no good. Okay. Rebounded on the inside, it's Portland Minix, and then a foul is called
on DeMoss.
On Madison DeMoss, the freshman. Tallest girl out onto the floor, Coach.
That's her third.
That's her third. If she keeps growing, Coach.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
She's done a really, really nice job for him tonight.
Rylan Jordan for the Lady Redskins pushes it forward. 10-point ball game here with 4 minutes to go in the fourth. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Terry Minix. Thank you for being here through the holiday season. Merry Christmas from KVB. Far corner, near corner, Rylan Jordan for a big-time three, just in time, 48-41. 3:45 to go. Mara Sharp almost loses it, throws it off the leg of Riley Taylor to save it and keep it Lady Trojan basketball here.
Yeah, we talked in the first half where the Trojans had 4 threes. They haven't had a three yet in the second half, but the Redskins have had 3 threes in the second half.
Brooklyn Mellon passes it forward to Mara Sharp, who then finds Katie Scholes. Scholes with the ball. Presley Messer all over. It's going to be stolen by Riley Taylor. Huge steal. Here comes Presley Messer. Picks up her dribble to the near corner. Ella Fairchild. No good. Rebound and Portland Minix, and her putback's good. What a play it was. And then a timeout by head coach James Adcock, a full one. They brought it within 5 now, Coach, 48-43.
Good timeout by Coach there. We got to run now, like I say, all we got to do, take care of the basketball. That's the main thing I think the Redskins have to do is take care of the basketball. And as far as the Trojans, they just got to do the same thing. Keep doing what they're doing. That's sharing the basketball, but, don't rely on that three-point shot. Go inside, keep the dump offs. Right now, DeMoss looks good inside, and I don't think the Redskin has anybody that can guard her.
I don't think so either. I mean, she's just too tall right now.
Oh, man, she's doing a real good job of, she's tall and she's not that big a girl, but she sure takes up a lot of space the way she has her footing in there.
Oh, big-time shout-out to the West Central Pep Band under the direction of Stephen Sholey. Always doing a fantastic job. I love the Pep Bands, and they just provide an atmosphere. Here we are on a Tuesday night, Coach, and they were able to get the Pep Band together. I think that's awesome.
That's Indiana basketball, baby.
That's Indiana basketball. They don't just show up for Friday and Saturday night.
Right.
They're here during the week. as full court pressure from the Knox Lady Redskins. The Trojans get it into Mara Sharp, pushing it forward to Kaylee Bishop. Bishop now to Liza Allen. It's stolen by the Knox Lady Redskins. The Trojans are hurrying here, and then a foul is called down low. We'll see who it's on here. On Liza Allen.
That's her third.
5-point ball game, 3:10 to go in the fourth. Ella Fairchild now back to Presley Messer. Messer up to Rylan Jordan. Back to Presley. Presley almost stolen by Mara Sharp. She saves it. Now here she comes. 5-on-4, 5-on-3 up to Portland Minix. And they're going to reset and let the D get back here. Portland Minix over to Rylan Jordan, looking inside, nothing there. Under 3 minutes to go. Up top to Riley Taylor. Taylor with the ball. Here she comes inside to Ella Fairchild. Ooh, and it goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Lady Redskins is what they call, Coach.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mellon gets it in to Mara Sharp, pushing it forward to Annika Smith. Here we go, 2-on-1.
Great.
Up to
That's
Liza
how you share the
Allen.
ball.
No good on the layup, but rebounded
foul.
by Annika Smith, and her putback's good. 50-43, 7-point ball game, 2:30 to go. Fairchild back to Presley Messer, over to Portland Minix. Skip pass up, back to Ella. Crosses half court. Mellon on her. She goes baseline, now brings it back out up top, and here comes the Devil. Over to Presley Messer, now over to Portland. Deep three on the way. No good. Rebounded by Riley Taylor on the inside. Her putback's no good. Then rebounded by Rylan Jordan, and she gets it to go through. 5-point ball game. 2 minutes here. Oh, no. Annika Smith saves it from going out of bounds. Now she's driving baseline inside. No good. Rebounded by herself, and her putback's no good. Now on the floor are Lady Trojans and Lady Redskins.
They're going at it. Going to stay with the Trojans.
And then a timeout by head coach Tyson Mellon. Right at 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. 5-point ball game. Oh man.
I tell you, Coach Mellon has used a lot of players tonight, and every one of them have come in there and given him really good minutes.
I just love the intensity he has. He is on every play up near the half-court line, clapping his hands, leading the team. You know, when you've got a coach like that, you know, you don't want to let him down.
No, and I mean, like you said, his team has really improved. I mean, I saw him earlier in the year, and you know, in that 9-3 game that they had. But you know, the biggest difference for me is their defense. Their defense has really been impressive. Obviously, making 9 threes, I'm impressed. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, defense is what's going to win a lot of games for them. And I tell you what, everyone that comes in the game can play defense with Coach Mellon.
Gotta say, they're in good shape too.
Yep.
All in your face the whole game. As they're going to get it into DeMoss. Right away, did you see Annika Smith help seal her man too? They just threw it up high, and DeMoss was there to grab it, kept the ball high as you're taught, and just lays it in easily. 52-45. The Lady Redskins pop a three. It's Portland Minix, no good. Rebounded on the inside by Annika Smith. Smith with the ball now. Gets it to Mara Sharp. Full court pressure from the Lady Redskins. Sharp's going to cross over, get through it. Gets it over to number 3. That's Katie Scholes, who's then called for a travel, Coach.
Well, that's another one where, you know, maybe the age showed a little bit where you just got to pull it back out, relax. Right now the clock is your friend.
Now, unofficially, Coach, I have the West Central Lady Trojans down for 22 unofficial turnovers. The Knox Lady Redskins 20. As now here's a foul on Liza Allen.
That's going to be her fourth.
And it's going to put Riley Taylor at the line, as that's the team's 5th here in the fourth.
That's what the Redskins want. They want to score points while the clock is stopped.
In and out, no good. Riley Taylor, and Cadence Qualls is going to check in for Portland Minix here with 1:24 to go.
It's obviously an offensive-defensive thing here by bringing Minix out of the game because she's your offensive threat.
Taylor hits the second. Kaylee Bishop to take it out. Full court pressure from the Redskins. Mara Sharp pushing it forward up to Kaylee Bishop. Bishop crosses half court. Back to Mara Sharp. Almost lost it, but she saves it. Driving baseline. Crosses over. Now she's going to bring it back out up top, Coach.
The energy, I'm telling you.
Oh, man.
She's like the Energizer Bunny out there.
She went through at least 3 or 4 Knox Lady Redskins to bring it back out up top, keeping that clock ticking. It's now stopped at a minute 13, 52-46, and a timeout by head coach Tyson Mellon, who I think has been controlling the game quite well from a head coaching standpoint.
He's done a real nice job. I mean, obviously he's going to tell them again, the clock, we need the clock to run. They're going to have to foul you. The next foul, you're going to the free throw line anyway, whether you're shooting or not. So just make sure you take care of the basketball.
Well, I look across the way, Coach. I gotta say, it's interesting. I'm seeing a North Judson St. Pierre Blue Jay alum here in the house. It's Cheyenne Allen, the all-time career rushing leader for the North Judson St. Pierre Blue Jays football team. He is here in attendance. Must have some family members, a relation here at West Central. He's on the West Central side, so very interesting to see Cheyenne Allen. Haven't seen him since, well, it's been over a year ago now. Well, glad he's doing okay, and Merry Christmas to him and his family, as it will be a sideline out of bounds play for the West Central Lady Trojans here.
You got to get it into your ball handler and your ones that can shoot the free throws.
Brooklyn Mellon to take it out. She gets it into Mara Sharp. Sharp splits the defenders, brings it back out up top. She has no problem doing that. Getting it over to Kaylee Bishop. Rylan Jordan all over, and there's the foul. Stops the clock at a minute 06. 52-46. Huge free throws for Kaylee Bishop here, Coach.
Yeah, she's 4 of 6 tonight, all in the second half.
Looks like we're also going to see Portland Minix check back in for the Lady Redskins, as the first free throw from Bishop is no good. Here comes Portland in for Presley Messer.
It's that offensive defensive switch.
How many fouls does Portland have?
None.
Second free throw from Bishop is no good. Rebounded by Riley Taylor. Here she comes, coast to coast, all the way. Puts up the layup in the end one. Riley Taylor only took 6 seconds off the clock. It stops it at 1 minute. 52-48 and a three-point opportunity for Taylor.
That's going to be Allen's 5th foul.
Oh, man, and she knows it immediately. She walks to the near sideline, and now we're going to see Madison DeMoss, the freshman, check in for Eliza Allen, the junior. And, the way DeMoss has been playing tonight, Coach, that might be good for them on the inside for this last minute.
For a lot of reasons. She is taller than everybody, and as a release, when you get trapped and they're going to be trapping, at least you can throw it up high, and she ought to be able to get it.
The three-point opportunity goes through, as it's now 52-49. Riley Taylor got the three-point play and pushing it forward. All the Lady Trojans up to DeMoss. Now
Great
dump off
pass.
to Annika Smith, and she gets the layup to go. They beat the full court press, and it's back to a 5-point ball game, 54-49. Here comes Riley Taylor crossing half court to Cadence Qualls. Qualls drives baseline, pops in, and she gets it to go.
Could have a timeout
from
there.
13 within 3 points now. 35 seconds. Sharp pushes it forward to Annika Smith. Smith off her foot. They dive on the floor.
Timeout.
Now it's going to be a jump ball called, and it will be in favor of the Knox Lady Redskins, Coach.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised they didn't call a timeout, but it worked out well for them there.
For the Redskins.
Yes.
Annika Smith had it with space, and just as she grabbed the ball, she bounced it, and it hit right off her foot. She had to dive on it, causing the jump ball. Stolen back. Nope, they save it. Cadence Qualls saves it. Now she gets it to the near corner. Rylan Jordan pops the three. No good, and rebounded by DeMoss. I was about to go nuts if she made that one. Gets it back to Mellon. Now over to Mara Sharp. Splits the defenders, and then a foul's called, stopping the clock at 13.9 seconds. 54-51. That three from Rylan Jordan would have been huge.
Wow. Yeah, that tied the game.
So now Mara Sharp has an opportunity to make it a 2-possession ball game here. She just needs to make one of them.
And she's 1 for 2 this half.
She gets it to go. 4-point lead here. Now a chance to make it a 5-point lead. 55-51, 13.9 seconds to go. The Lady Trojans lead the Lady Redskins, and Mara Sharp gets the second to go through. Here's the last 13.9. Portland Minix doubled. She has to get rid of it. Oh my goodness, she threw it away. That's unfortunate there. She tried to get rid of it through the double, and it just hit the leg of one of the officials. Right out of bounds, stopping the clock at 7.7. Mellon to take it out. Sideline out of bounds play. She gets it to Mara Sharp. And they're going to foul her immediately, stopping it at 5.8, Coach. It's been the press. It's been the full court press for them tonight, Coach.
Oh, for sure. They've done I'd say their defense has definitely been, the big reason besides the way they share the basketball. I'm very, very impressed with that.
Sharp couldn't get the first to go through. Second free throw from Mara is good. Swish. 57-51. Ella Fairchild gets it into Cadence Qualls. Last 4 seconds here. Almost stolen by the Lady Trojans.
They just keep playing defense.
All the way to the end.
I tell you, Mara Sharp is the Energizer Bunny, man. She is good.
Last 2.5 here. Fairchild gets it into Qualls. Qualls drives in, pops it from 16, and it's no good. As the West Central Lady Trojans are going to come away with a big-time win. 57-51 is the final. What a game we saw. The Lady Redskins had, my goodness, so many opportunities. They took the lead in the first half, but the West Central Lady Trojans have shown the growth here tonight. They are a completely different ball club than we saw last year. And that 5-game spurt where they had 5 games in a row here the last couple of weeks is really helping them move forward in the right direction. As we're going to take a break and come back for the Collins Insurance post-game show, we're going to talk about this game, but we're also going to talk about the Tri-Township Tigers basketball game. Huge win for the Lady Tigers over the North Judson St. Pierre Lady Blue Jays. We'll have a chance to catch up with head coach Chris McGowan. That's in the Collins Insurance post-game show, and you are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Howard's Marathon in Winnemac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winnemac. Call 574-946-6894.
The key to high-yielding crops is accurate and dependable soil testing. This is Andy Awald of Farm Fertilizers and Seeds. Having the right information to make the most profitable fertility decisions is what Image Services from Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is all about. We combine cutting-edge technology and computerized record-keeping with a common-sense approach to soil sampling and fertilizer recommendations. Whether it be by management zone for field-level applications or grid-based for variable rate applications, count on Image Services by Farm Fertilizers and Seeds for your soil service needs this fall.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
5 Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5 Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5 Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show.
Big-time win for the West Central Lady Trojans as they take down the Knox Lady Redskins 57-51. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Terry Minix. Man, we saw a good one tonight as we're so happy to have a chance to talk with head coach of the West Central Lady Trojans, Tyson Mellon. Coach, I don't know about you, but for us, that was excitement. I know there were times where you probably were like, my gosh, it's going back and forth. But from our standpoint, That was worth the trip, man.
Yeah.
That was so much fun. What a win for you guys.
Fans got their money's worth tonight. That was worth the $6 to get in, wasn't it?
Oh, man. Well, it all started with that first quarter. We were talking that full court pressure just really got you guys the lead early. And then the second quarter, the Lady Redskins were able to make a run. But the way you guys came out in that third quarter, I think you guys just put your foot down and said, we are not letting this game get away from us. Give us your thoughts.
Well, that first quarter is exactly what we wanted to do. We had good pressure. Our press was working. And then we started fouling. And it was absolute. I think all their points in the first quarter were free throws. And then the second quarter, we finished the half. They had 23 points, and 11 of them came from the free throw line. So we've got to learn how to play defense without fouling.
Which, honestly, you still want them to be aggressive, though. Well, you want them to be that aggressive. You know, Mara Sharp just
feet.
Exactly.
Your feet.
It's like use that aggression. Just don't get frustrated and foul.
Yeah. Yep. So we got in foul trouble second quarter. Had to sit. Annika was on the bench. Kaylee was on the bench. Got young kids out there. And then as the game gets closer, kids get tight, right?
Yep.
I think Kaylee got hit in the leg, and she was just kind of out of sorts a little bit tonight because of that. And then she never airballs a 15-foot jump shot, ever. And she had
one time.
She had that one time, and man, if she could just drive that. See the ball go through the basket, and that opens up a whole new mindset once you see a shot go in. So,
hey, Coach, talk about Madison DeMoss. I was impressed. I tell you what, she's obviously a freshman.
Sure.
She came in there and gave you some great minutes on both sides of the floor.
It's hard to teach 6 foot, right, Coach?
Well,
you know that, right?
I agree. But I tell you what, she didn't look like a freshman, though. That was the thing that impressed me.
She's one of our best free throw shooters, so I wanted her in at the end of the game. And she missed some bunnies the first half, and I think, that's that mindset again. Once you miss one or two, you're kind of timid. But the second half, we ran an out-of-bounds play for her. She scored. She got a rebound put back, scored again. And she's a huge part of our success, that's for sure.
Well, I tell you, your defense, obviously I watched you against OD, and, tonight you had 4 threes in the first half, but didn't have another 3.
No.
But your defense is what won that game.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm so impressed with the 2 things that impressed me the most is your defense, first of all. Second of all, how well they share the basketball.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot coming from you, Coach. I appreciate that.
Well, Coach, no, go ahead.
No,
it was just a fun game, and, we're not done with you yet. We're going to see you on Thursday. So you're doing a little Stark County tour, I guess. You hosted Knox tonight, and then on Thursday you got to travel to the Nest.
That'll be a tough game.
What do you know about the Lady Jays?
They are super aggressive. Like, they will press you from start to finish, and that's how they play.
Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah. maybe I learned something over the years. But that'll be a tough game. Don't expect any calls, over there, right? So it's a tough place to play.
He shakes his head, yeah.
I mean,
Terry.
I grew up at West Central, and played sectionals over there at the Nest before it was called the Nest, and we had some good games over there. So
we call it something different, right?
That's right, Coach. That's right.
You guys are awesome. Well, Coach, congratulations on the win. Thanks for coming over and chatting with us, and we'll see you on Thursday.
Sounds good. Thanks for having us.
Nice job, Coach.
Yeah,
great game.
Nice job. That is head coach Tyson Mellon of the West Central Lady Trojans. Huge win, 57-51, as I also see head coach James Adcock heading this way. We'll also have a word with head coach Chris McGowan of the Tri-Township Lady Tigers here in a few moments as they beat the North Judson St. Pierre Lady Blue Jays. So stay tuned, Chris. We will have you in a moment as we're now going to talk with head coach of the Knox Lady Redskins, James Adcock. Coach, you faced adversity tonight, man. I'll be honest with you. That first quarter, they were coming at you.
Yeah.
And then you fought all the way back. You were down, what was it, close to 10 points? 10 at one point. You guys fought all the way back. You saw some positive things out there on the floor. I know it didn't go your way, but share with us how you feel right now.
Well, I just told the girls, you don't always win in the scoreboard, but you win by figuring out what that team do to win. And I think when you look at this team tonight that we saw, they were a scrappy team. They went after the ball every single time. They pushed the ball when they needed to. And our team, Knox, can win if we can learn from some of our mistakes and look at other teams. What are they doing to win? And then adapting that to our own selves. And that's one of the things that we just continue to challenge ourselves with.
Yeah, we had you actually with less turnovers than them, like 1 or 2 less turnovers. But yours come at crucial times, it seemed like, and that was the biggest thing. But I will tell you, I had you for 15 of 20 from the free throw line. So, you got to look at a good positive. You guys shot the ball well there, just didn't get as many opportunities in the second half.
We've been facing adversity this whole season, not based upon scoreboard wins or losses, but we've been adversity. We lost Morgan Downs with a knee injury, and she's at the doctor's tonight. We lost Cadence with mono, and people say, well, those things happen. They happen to every team. We just got to figure out, and that's the reason why we picked our word Aliyah. How do we rise up from this and continue to climb? And that's what we just got to do. We took one on the nose tonight, but I give it to West Central. We knew that they were a scrappy team. If they got hot and they were shooting some threes, I swear they had hit some 747s up in the air before they came down. But they were way up there, and they went nothing but net. So I give them credit for that. And their defense just continued to stay at it. They never put their head down. I think we took the lead by 2 or 3 in the second quarter after fighting back, and they just kind of came back and took charge again. And we just kind of ran out of gas. We didn't have enough time at the end there.
I did want to say we sure hope it's nothing serious for Nora Stone.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Really tough to see, and I know that she has had quality minutes for you this season.
Yeah.
And
she clogs up the middle well for us, and she's so strong.
Yeah.
And she's been facing this hamstring injury since day 1 of practice. She kind of pulled it, and then tonight she felt something pop in her knee, so we're not sure what that is. So we'll get the doctors looking at it, but that's something definitely that we're concerned about.
Well, Coach, tough loss. Where do you go from here?
Well, we got to get ready for our holiday tournament Saturday. We got Griffith coming in Saturday morning, so it's and I told the girls, you got a choice. You can walk out of there with your head down, like, okay, we lost, or we can walk out with our heads up and say, okay, what did we learn? What's going to make us winners from this point forward? We're trying to build a winning program here. We're trying to create an atmosphere that not only attracts younger girls and younger grades that want to play on this team, but people want to find it a privilege to play on this team. And these girls are giving us that. The scoreboard's not showing it, but they're fighting and they're competing. And we just got to continue to stay at it. And I think things will be the team to be scared of during sectional time.
I like him. Everything you say, I'm just like, yep, I feel you. I feel exactly that for you in the Knox Lady Redskins. And it's just like you said, Aliyah.
Yeah.
To rise.
Yep, to rise. And you got to keep on climbing. You get tired, and you got to decide, am I going to put one foot in front of the next, or am I going to sit back and let the other team do it? And we just got to decide to put the one step in front of the next.
Well, Coach, good luck this weekend in the holiday tournament, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and your family.
Hey, same to you guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for doing this radio. I know the people, Redskin and West Central, really love being able, they can't make it, love to listen to you guys. And I'm not sure if I want you guys back. I'm 1-3 when you guys are around. So
I'm sorry.
Well, you got the
I'm
one.
only kidding.
I know you are. I know you are.
I'm only kidding. I appreciate it. I think it's really cool that the girls get to be on radio and get to be talked about. And
absolutely.
And especially when you call out their name, they hit a shot or they have a good defensive play, and that's awesome for these girls.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Coach. Well, good luck to you.
Okay, guys.
We'll talk
Good
soon.
luck.
Won't be the last time you hear from me.
No.
Hopefully, God willing.
Merry Christmas, guys. Have a good one.
Merry
You as well.
Christmas. That's head coach of the Knox Lady Redskins, James Adcock here. Coach, let's just get your overall opinion real quick of this game before we talk with head coach Chris McGowan. Overall, the Knox Lady Redskins, they fought all the way back, and then the Trojans just pulled away in the second half.
Well, it was exactly what we talked about in the beginning. We said it was going to be a battle, back and forth, and probably going to end up probably a 6. If I remember right, I said 6 or 8 point game either way, and it could have went either way. But I think defensively, the Trojans were just fierce. I thought they played as good a defense as I've seen. Well, I've only seen them twice, but as good a defense as a lot of the teams we played against this year or we've watched. And I was very, very impressed with them. So they deserve this win. Good team win. and I think they're going to build off of this.
Yeah, huge win for the West Central Lady Trojans, 57-51 over the Knox Lady Redskins. Also tonight, our only other area basketball game in store for us tonight, we saw the Tri-Township Lady Tigers from the historic Tiger Den take down the North Judson St. Pierre Lady Blue Jays 45-35. And on the line, we have head coach of the Tri-Township Lady Tigers, Chris McGowan. Chris, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Wow. Yes.
Coming in loud and clear, my friend. Huge win for you guys. You're 13-0. Give us what happened. Tell us exactly what happened tonight. Start it from the top.
It was a dogfight. Back and forth in the first quarter, back and forth in the second quarter. Basically, we had a 2-point lead at halftime at 22-20. We came out and where we've done our business this year in the third quarter, outscored North Judson 17-9 in that third quarter, took a 10-point lead into the fourth and held on to that 10-point lead throughout.
Tell us some players that stood out tonight for you guys. Of course, we saw you just Saturday. You guys have some really key players in Jade Pryor, also Sydney. I know you call her Sid. Tell us who was the star tonight that stood out for you.
Well, the sharp shooting of Addie Gorski continued tonight. She had 4 or 5 three-pointers, finished with 18 points. Jade Pryor had 14. After that, it was pretty much balanced, 4s and 2s across the board. But, I couldn't be more proud of my girls. The word of the night is perseverance. We had girls throwing up at halftime. We're sick. We got the bug going around. So, to be able to battle through that and to take on a very game North Judson Lady Blue Jay basketball team and come out with a 10-point victory, like I said, I couldn't be more proud of my young girls.
Well, Coach, you're 13-0. I guess what do you do for an encore right now?
Just keep winning.
All right, who's your next game?
Our next game, we have Attica on the 27th, and then on January 2nd, we have River Forest.
There you go. Keep it rolling.
So over break, we've got the 2 games, and then I think on the 6th we play Washington Township. So that's the back end of our schedule is heavy with Morgan Township, Marquette, South Central, the PCC tournament, Washington Township. So we're going to be playing our best basketball here after the first of the year for sure.
Well, it sounds like you are, and it's a nice win tonight. That Judson team really is they're just scrappy. It's similar to watching these Trojans tonight. They're all over the floor, and they're, at least with the Trojans here, winning's contagious for them right now. They're just having fun winning, and they're sharing the basketball. So, I watch the Blue Jays, and Blue Jays can do it too. So that's a big win for you tonight. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you, Terry. And, I tell you what, that West Central North Judson game is going to be a dandy. Like you said, North Judson scrappy. They're young, scary young. The future looks bright for Lady Blue Jay basketball. That's for sure. And congratulations. I hope if Tyson's listening, Mellon, congratulations on the win tonight. I know when we played them earlier on in the year, I told him then. I said, keep doing what you're doing. You guys are going to turn this thing around. You're going to get some wins. And lo and behold, it came true.
Man, Chris, this is awesome. I appreciate you making this happen tonight. This is so cool. I hope we can do this in the future with other coaches. I appreciate you hopping on here. Huge win for you guys. Do the girls know what they're doing right now, or is it just one game at a time? Because from the outside looking in, this is, as we've talked about, the greatest start to a season in Lady Tiger history. What are the girls? Do they know this?
Yeah, they know it, but I'm banging the drum. It's one game at a time. Like I said, it's one game, it's one half, it's one quarter, it's one 4-minute mini game, it's one 2-minute mini game. And just stay in the course. So they understand. They understand what's going on. It's not above them, but again, they have to know every single night now. We're going to get everybody's A game. Everybody's going to come out and try to knock us off. So we have to be prepared night in and night out.
Well, Chris, once again, thanks. I appreciate you. Hey, don't forget, no Saturday Sports Line this weekend, so don't show up.
I get to sleep in.
Yeah, don't think I didn't show up, okay, when you get there.
All right.
He's done that before.
We've been through that one time. I don't want to relive that one.
Appreciate you, Chris. Hey, Merry Christmas to you and your family if we don't talk until then.
All right, same to both of you. Terry, love you, buddy. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
You as well, buddy. Have a good one. Best of luck
right.
to you against Attica.
Thank you.
All right, that is head coach Chris McGowan of the Tri-Township Lady Tigers as they had a huge win over the North Judson-St. Pierre Lady Blue Jays, 45-35. They're 13-0 right now, Coach, but we've got to move on and talk about our Stark County Co-op play of the game from our game. Yes, here at West Central, 57-51 was the final as the West Central Lady Trojans beat the Knox Lady Redskins. We're going to take a break and come back for the Stark County Co-op play of the game. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere. Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox. Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989. Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op play of the game. Let's return to the voice of WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
57-51's the final as the West Central Lady Trojans beat the Knox Lady Redskins. I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting as WKVI will always be there. We turn things over to our sports analyst, Terry Minix, for our Stark County Co-op play of the game.
Well, I think one that stuck out for me, and obviously it stuck out for Coach Mellon as well. It was with the minute 54 in the fourth period, they ran an out-of-bounds play for Madison DeMoss, and the freshman, the 6-foot freshman, took care of business, caught it cleanly, put it up, scored the 2, and at that point it was 52-45. They were kind of on their way at that point. So for that reason, Madison DeMoss will have the Stark County play of the game.
I think that's a great play. I remember it in my mind, the out-of-bounds play. You saw Annika Smith even helped seal her man to give more space for DeMoss. Just a team effort overall,
well,
like you said.
They say they share the ball. They
communicate.
They really have come a long way. Coach Mellon's done a great job with them, and they're going to be a tough out for anybody they play that's on their schedule. So years past, you'd say, oh, yeah, well, we'll go there. But I tell you what, you better buckle up because these girls will give it to you. And I'm telling you what, I'm totally impressed. And you're going to see a lot more wins out of these these Trojans.
Well, we're going to take a break and come back for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game after this.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Browns. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Mitch?
It's time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, given a memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson St. Pierre High School, who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th of 2008. We'll tell you who's earned that honor after this word from 5-star.
5-star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5-star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
I feel pretty lonely in here right now, Coach.
Yeah.
This is what it's like when I get here, and this is what it's like. You're first to hear and last to leave.
Yeah.
Welcome to showbiz.
We still get the lights on. I think the last place they turned the lights off
They
on us.
did. Well, let's get out of here.
All right.
Who's our Ashley Derrickson
Well, I tell
5-star
you what,
player of the game?
I will say for these West Central Trojans, you could almost take a dart and throw and pick out one of them by whoever you hit, because they all played really, really well tonight. But there was 2 that, I'm going to end up giving a because Mara, the Energizer Bunny, Mara Sharp, had 19 points tonight, played extremely well on both sides of the ball. And then Annika Smith also I had her for 19 points tonight. And both them, they were unstoppable tonight, for the against the Red
So we're
Kings.
doing co-players of the game.
Co-players of the game
Okay.
going to be Annika Smith and Mara Sharp. I had them both for 19. Like I say, it's unofficial. But I had them both for 19, but they both played really, really well. So many of them did. I mean, Bishop played well. I mean, and they shot the ball. Brooklyn Mellon hit threes. It was a good team effort these Trojans. And like I said, they're going to be a tough out for anybody because they keep improving and they're believing what the coaches, telling them, and they're going to be tough.
Well, I'm excited to see him on Thursday against the Jays. I'm excited to see the Jays in action. Of course, we do remind all of our listeners, not only are we doing the Thursday night game, I know on our schedule we do not have a game on the Friday the 22nd on our originally posted schedule, but we are doing a game because it was the rescheduled boys broadcast the rescheduled boys game between the North Judson St. Pierre Blue Jays and the Knox Redskins. So we are doing that rescheduled game this Friday in the Nest. So we're going to be in the Nest this Thursday and Friday. I'll get to leave my stuff plugged in. I just realized that makes things a lot nicer for me on Friday. Boy, we're just living it right now. Well, KVB's WKVI Sports is back in action, as I said, Thursday night, as we stay with the Lady Trojans of West Central to see them take on the North Judson St. Pierre Lady Blue Jays in the Nest. We will be going live at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. That's right here on 99.3 FM and streaming throughout the world on WKVI.com. We also remind you the next 2 Saturdays, we will not have a Saturday sports line. We are taking Christmas weekend and New Year's weekend off, and we'll be back Saturday, January 6th. Follow us on social media. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X, formerly Twitter, at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. Final word from you tonight.
Well, just a fun night of basketball, and let me tell you, these people in Francisville, you've got to come out and watch these girls. They're improving to no end. Coach Mellon is doing one heck of a job, and they are fun to watch. I mean, I like it so much because they play the defense.
Yep.
Obviously it's great when they're hitting threes and stuff, but their defense is, they're relentless. They're all over the floor. They're doing a great job in the way they share the basketball. I know I probably said it 20 times tonight, but it's
it was
one of them.
Fun ball game.
It was fun to watch and just watching them, play the defense, and they were having fun out there. So everybody needs to get out and watch this group. But all in all, it was a good effort by both teams.
Our final in this one, the West Central Lady Trojans pick up a big-time win over the Knox Lady Redskins, 57-51. From all of us here at KVB, we thank you for listening to Indiana High School Sports. For our sports analyst, Terry Minix, our in-game announcer, John Thompson, I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. We are Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Thank you for listening to Indiana High School Basketball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver's Portside Marina, NEPCO, Crane and Equipment Services, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Collins Insurance, Howard's Marathon of Winnemac, and 5 Star. We'd like to thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Here's the three in the corner on the way! Yes! Yes! Big time three at a big time moment.
One thing that I always hope for is a white Christmas. It just really reminds me of my childhood and being with the family. This is Mitch Columbi wishing you and your family a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The spirit of Christmas lives every day right here on K99.3 WKVI.